And that's what they did, dog. They see walking on set. I seen a motherfucker fall over one of those cubes with the baby in his hand and rolled out of it. I got back up and started grooving.
Just kept dancing. Fam, okay, I'm getting too hyped.
Why not? You don't want Drake seeing that you got hype? Bro, you're gonna unfollow your ass.
Hit the unfollow button on me, bro. Don't just chill, bro. Shouting them out and putting them in their store. When the last time the Weeknd did for a nigga in Toronto, bro?
Nothing.
We love hip hop.
All right. Let me show you something before we start this.
I told you what it was.
Oh, that you just saw my Twitter.
I told you what it was.
Did you find out the real without saying any names about that thing that we were talking about?
No, I didn't. But I already know what it is. It's an attention-seeking tactic. You know, there's
them ones.
You ain't got no candy. No, okay, it's okay. Thank you, brother. Sit back and relax today. This one's a. Guy brought up the funeral. Look at this. You're replaying the funeral. Look at this. I'ma do my stuff when you're calling like a bitch, ain't you? Trying to strike a chord. Oh man, he ain't playing it. Westbrook seen DeMar and said,
"Oh man, yeah." There's a bunch of different memes like that going on, man.
Man, this is gonna be a long summer for my nigga.
Oh man,
one of the longest one he's probably ever had.
Okay, let's try to keep our spirits up.
That was a funeral we just watched, Regin.
Okay,
like that was a funeral, fam.
Was it?
Yeah, that was a funeral, fam. We watched everything.
You don't think Drake is gonna be okay?
Nah. Honestly, nah. If you unfollowing LeBrons and stuff like that, you're not okay.
Yeah, he did unfollow LeBron.
You're not okay, fam. You're like, okay, he's okay. Now I'm not okay.
No. He like mentally he's probably pissed right now, okay? And who knows? He might not be, but everybody's assuming man's probably pissed right now, okay?
Yeah.
But as far as like in the long run for him in his career, he'll be fine, bro.
He'll be fine, but there's this thing to like the world today where like once they paint now another picture of you, it's painted, dog, and that's it. It's stained. It's there, dog. Like it's hard to come. Like now, when you have this culture of what would you call it? Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Reaction culture.
Reaction culture.
That too. We have cancel and we have reaction. He's in both piles of dog doodoo. If you really take it in, fam.
He's not canceled though.
Yo, he's canceled in a lot of people's books, bro. I went somewhere the other day. I'm not gonna say where, but I can see the energy in the room deflate when a Drake song came on right here in my own city. Yeah. Like, don't get it twisted.
You sure you didn't go out of town, man?
I did go out of
man.
Hold on. I did go out of town the other week too, and that's another story that I would love to tell you later. But and that's the same reaction too. I was waiting for the wop to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy of the room was shifting and not shifting towards us anymore. It wasn't us anymore.
So you're saying when the Drake song played, people started to calm down? They didn't turn up? Which Drake song, please? I need to know. I need to take this for data purposes.
Yo, I
man.
can't remember because now I'm just hearing the Drake voice, right? And I even kind of tuned it out too. I won't even lie because I was in my own zone. You know what I mean? I was just kind of like, all right, cool, you know. But I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing. I was just telling you the truth. Like I'm only gonna talk the truth and tell you. I was in a certain room and I seen the energy get deflated. And that's where I'm saying like the reaction culture comes into play. We're not getting the reaction anymore of, oh, yo, that's a hot song. Cause you know the reaction with Drake records already, right?
Yeah.
The first time you hear it, it ain't shit. Second time you hear it, it still ain't shit. By the third time, you know the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
It depends because there's some songs that when I first heard it off the bat, it was like
they hit
boom.
right away.
Like Best I Ever Had when I first heard that, it hit right away.
Yeah.
But I do get what you mean. One of those songs that grew on me, it's a grower.
Yeah.
Pause, not a shower. You know what I'm saying?
It was a grower.
Is I'm Upset.
I'm upset.
50,000 on my neck is disrespect, right?
You see? And then to me, that hit right away.
Really? Because that took me a minute.
I'm upset.
I used to hear, and I was like, when I first heard it in isolation, I was like, meh. But by the time they dropped the music video with the Degrassi cast and all that, I was like, yo, I like this song.
I like this song.
Yeah.
From the minute I heard it, I liked it. And that's the thing. And then there's other songs like with his R&B track, like, I'm looking for your loving. Like that took me, and I love R&B. Like I love the singing Drake. Right?
Yeah.
But that one, and I didn't think he was culture vulturing at all. I didn't think he was trying to sound Jamaican at all. I didn't think any of that.
Yeah.
I was just like, by the first time it ain't shit. Second time, still ain't shit. Well, by the third time, I was like, I know this whole shit.
Got a banger.
Yeah, I knew the whole shit. So that's where the cancel culture comes into play and the reaction culture comes into play. So this is where I say that concert that we witnessed was a funeral. You understand? Those are the
thoughts and opinions of Dusty Wallace.
Yeah, it is. And I think he would agree too. He'd be like, "Damn, this is for me to revamp myself." Revamp. He needs a revamp. He needs a whole. I want him to cut off them damn braids. Everything you lost in them braids, nigga. That ain't giving you no good energy.
No more Drake with the braids.
Cut them bitches off. You need to cut them bitches off. You know what I mean? He ain't cut them off. I won't lie. I love Drake, right? But it's just like, come on, dog. Let's revamp it up.
Is it the braids?
Is it the braids? That's why I right. I would have to cut that. So cut those. They're talking on you. So let's eliminate it.
Damn.
You know what I mean? You gotta eliminate process, Bridging. Like prevention is better than a cure. You know what I'm saying?
Prevention is better than a cure. Precaution is better than cure, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard that one
He ain't get no real lashings when he was a kid, eh? He ain't get no real lashings to know like, yo you f***ing up out here.
Okay, we'll come back around to that subject. All right. Let me ask you a question before we start the pod.
What's up, man?
Where's Flip? Where's Queenz Flip?
Oh, Queenz Flip's out there doing what I was doing last week, going crazy.
No.
What do you mean?
You missed a week.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you miss a week and then you come back, but you don't miss 5 weeks in a row, bro. You've never missed 5 pods in a row, bro.
Not yet, but I was going to soon because I want to do some content that's going to shock you.
Yes, but this is something that I would know ahead of time. The audience would know, like, yo, Dusty's not going to be here for a little while.
No, they won't. Because you got to have them talking, dog. I want them to think maybe, Dusty quit.
Now, do you think that's what Queen Flippin' is doing with the Joe Budden podcast right now?
Right now, if you go watch Queen Flip's Instagram, he out there stealing chicken.
He's still doing his thing.
Yeah, he out there stealing chicken. He need some time. Give him some time. Steal some chicken. He got to be him. He's like me. Can't give us a lot of the same thing. I need to go and experience some life to come back here and talk some with you.
True.
You know what I mean? How do I keep this Trapper John character alive? I got to go out there and experience some trapping shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needs to give us the content that we're used to seeing him do, taking off his shirt, WWF, throwing himself around. When he does the reaction videos, when he breaks shit in the rooms, like, I haven't seen, I don't want to just,
But he wasn't not doing that being on the Joe Budden podcast. It's not like he has to be there every day of the week. He was still doing his skits.
But the thought process weren't as good as like when he gets time.
And his network has, since he's been on the Joe Budden podcast,
it's gone up.
He's been stepping up the studio. Everything's starting to look nicer.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is just a theory.
Yeah.
I think that now that he's got his back together, that Joe Budden podcast couch don't seem as comfortable, bro. And he's like, you know what?
Whoa.
Okay. He starts looking around saying, I want this, I want that. He's not, Joe ain't trying to hear it. And he might not be coming back, bro.
Nah, never that. Unless you spoke to Flip personally.
I haven't spoken to Flip.
Right? Because I know you and him have spoken before, right?
Yeah, a few times.
Okay. Nah. Nothing like that. He's like, remember,
no conspiracy theories in here.
We're not putting on a tinfoil suit with our boy Queenz Flip. He'll come in here and wreck this whole place. Do not let him take a plane here to come here and start it up. Now, I just think personally, he's like, I remember when allegations, like when all the Diddy allegations were out, right? He expressed some things about his family issues.
Yeah.
And there's like I could put myself in his size 11s, right? I would see it like, yo, there's sometimes he probably don't want to gossip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the other morning I woke up, shout out to Black from Steady Mobbing, but he hit me up. And in my head, he's like, yeah, come on, we're partying today. I'm like, dude, I don't feel like gossiping. And if bro God didn't call me to come through and gossip, I ain't moving, dog.
Yeah.
See you later. Click. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I got a family. I got a lot of kids.
You got a bunch of kids.
Right? I got Bebe's kids, right? So I got Bebe's kids, dog. So like, and he got Bebe's kids too.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of kids too. So there's that time you need you got to separate this. Yeah, and Joe's a demon. Right? Like even the way he speaks about his oldest child, I'm like, you sure you made that nigga? You know what I mean? Like the way he goes, he's about his business, right? Flip has now, I feel, made himself a business, but he's like, I get to finally do the things with my family, my woman that I never got to do before.
Yeah.
So let me do it now that I'm getting some bread before this breath gets taken away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need that time to yourself to revamp your mind. You know what I'm saying? Especially with probably a guy like this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I beg to differ with you on the part of him not coming back. It would be like me not coming. No, I'm not. I love coming here. Here's the thing:
if you don't come back, you'll be missed. I haven't heard Queenz Flip on the podcast in the last, let's say, 4 episodes, maybe
but
5.
I'm missing him. You're
missing him?
I'm flipping missing him.
Because with all due respect to Flip, it's not like I feel he's not missing from the episode. Like, yes, him turning up and stuff like that, that's cool.
Flip, come here.
I know. I'm sorry, Flip.
This guy's gonna make
it's just that, like, when I listen to the episode, they still have 6 mics going on, I think.
Yeah, but they're putting in, what's his name? Like, he's cool. He seems like he's wild on outside of the pod. So they would love to showcase that. I can see it.
Yeah.
Joe's been extra funny. I won't lie.
Joe's been turning up.
Because Flip's not there.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm missing Flip because Flip is just nonchalant. He sits on that stool and is just looking at Flip sometimes and his reaction and just maybe what he says. And you don't when you know Flip is being serious is when he's serious. But sometimes they can't take Flip serious.
Yeah.
So I think this is the part where you got to take Flip serious.
We'll see. We'll see how he comes back in, if he does.
He's coming back.
I listened to the podcast this morning. Joe was like, I don't like the rumors. Flip. I didn't fire Flip.
No, he didn't.
He'll be back soon or whatever. But after 5 weeks, it starts to look kind of funny under the light. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So you think that nigga in his feelings and he's like, oh man, I want to be like Joe?
No. I don't know what the deal is. They might have contract issues.
No.
Flip might be trying to
get out of it.
Get more back into his limelight of being more of a viral nigga, because all these young niggas are starting to eat his food as far as the viral shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's now like on a talk show. You're like, you should be at your nearest, you should be going for an audition for a movie, Flip. Like,
because he ain't Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat, though. I'm telling you, Kai Cenat don't even go outside. Kai Cenat always inside.
Yeah, but inside is making him a lot of money. He's getting a lot of traction off of his stuff. You gotta remember,
Kai Cenat's born in 1999, maybe, right? 2000?
Maybe 2000.
2000, right? Flip's a 82 baby.
Yeah.
The difference between his entertainment and Kai Cenat's is way different. Like,
yeah, but they're in the same playing field. He's like getting to be one of the older heads in that. And listen, this is with all due respect to you, Flip. He's starting to be not an older head, the OGs. He's one of the OGs content creators. You know what I'm saying?
But he used to rap too.
Yeah, but he was more of like a Snow Day with his raps. He's joking.
Yeah, but a lot of the M's, the real rappers mess with him.
Yeah. No, he's hip hop. And remember who his cousin is Webb.
Yeah.
From Webb and Nitty.
Yeah, and Flip has a lot of cousins.
Yeah,
to tell you the truth. Flip has a lot of family. He one of them, like, he like me in Toronto.
Yeah. He's embedded in the culture.
Embedded in the shit.
Well, listen, Flip, we're looking for you to come. Well, Dusty's definitely looking for you to come back.
Yeah.
Me too. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put myself on the indifference category right now.
Yeah.
Let's start this shit off.
I'm a big Flip fan though. I won't lie. I fuck Flip.
I want to start it off with the West Coast vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yay, yay,
yay, yay,
yay, yay. Sup, cuz?
Let's see what's going on here.
Sup, cuz?
He was once a thug from around the West.
Vibes.
And they banned his ass.
Poor JC on.
Damn, but you know what? Don't matter.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
Let's get this shit started. We are Buck is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast Friday, Ricky Tread, aka East Coast Rick.
Yeah, right.
North side Rick. I'm rocking the north side. 416 Rick.
Oh gosh, okay. Man. Yo, bro. See, me too. Toronto too. To the
we repping today. We repping.
To the Bone Grizzle. T-O-T-O-T-O.
We over here, B3 Studios, episode 483. Back from the roads.
His excursions.
You know what I'm saying? On his excursions. Out there being a family man, taking care of kids.
Yeah. And a road man at the same time.
Road man.
You know.
Dusty Wallace in the motherfucking building. Wagwan, bro. We got a 2 mic week this week. Big salute to DJ Czar. Yeah. He's out there doing his
bar mitzvahs.
Is a bar mitzvah this
week? I don't know. I just said it.
He's got an all day party, so it might be an all day bar mitzvah. Who knows? They might be really, really rocking out for that one. And salute to B3. He's out there on his missions as well. But we got the 2 mic pod going on today.
You know how we do.
You know how we do.
We went back to the same thing when we originated. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta go back to the essence.
What's going on with you, Dustin for Wallace? Man?
I'm just chilling, man. Had a good Father's Day.
Yes. How was your Father's Day?
You know what, dog? It made me really appreciate my kids because they're getting older, right? So they're learning how to do things now.
Yeah.
To like show their somewhat love for me that I think they have for me. You know what I'm saying? Because more times you as the parent gotta be showing them love. You know what I'm trying to say? So that was really dope to just have a day.
What kind of gifts did they get you?
Oh, they took me out. I got breakfast in bed, and then I got taken out for dinner, and then you know the basics, some socks, some new shoes, something. You know what I mean?
Some ties.
No ties. They don't give me that shit. But and peace of mind, like just some time to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So that was really cool. And then I just took some mental time to myself also, because you know what I mean. This I call this the gossip column. When you're doing this podding stuff, right? If you get too into it, sometimes there's people that love it, that's me and you.
Yes, sir.
And then there's people who are just doing it to what would I say earlier, for attention seeking? Yeah, attention seekers. So I don't ever want to be in that realm of feeling like I'm attention seeking at any time in this shit, right? Because I keep it trill. So what I did was I back away. I leave Duster for Wallace outside of the house, and I become and then I am who I am.
Yeah.
I take some time to myself. You know, I didn't even go to radio. That's how.
Really?
Yeah, because I just feel like I have to do other stuff. I gotta be out there. I gotta go run around. I went to London. Went to see Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a little excursion.
I was gonna go on that mission.
No. You did not want to go on that mission.
No,
them police out there, boy. Yo, let me tell you something about London, guys. Don't go there if you're from the dot for real. I know mans them are out there from the dot doing their thing, whatever. But you guys are crazy. That's the ghetto of ghettoest places I've ever flipping been. And there's no place for a black man really out there. And to have a party out there is a flipping mission. Now, let me show you something. I get to the spot. I drive in. I immediately notice a bunch of police presence. So I'm like, okay, I guess Snoop Dogg gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, Snoop Dogg in the mother building. Let's get in this bitch.
Hold on, I got something. That's all you heard when you pulled up, right?
Damn right. So I make a little Yugi turn. And then I peep the scene. I'm like, holy, how we doing this, guys? Boom. So I drive in now. who's there, Diamond.
Salute
to Diamond, but Diamond, those are Diamond's kind of like his worlds, right?
He was the one who set up the play too.
Those are his worlds. So he's just out with his trunk open. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I park up. All of a sudden, who parks beside me?
Snoop?
Bad Boys.
Oh, these guys?
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do?
Spliff in the
Sheriff Brown come for you.
That boy that come right beside me, dog, and park up.
Sheriff John Brown?
Oh my Lord. So now you got, I'm not gonna say the man's them names, but you got the two next Goombas with me. They're like, oh God. You know what I'm saying? Story long, but long story short. These dudes parked up. I get out the car. They see I'm the driver. Now,
with your braids and shit, with your dreads.
Nice car shining, just looking very, very elaborate. I go, damn. These niggas is gonna, like, they're gonna mess with us. I was like, okay, cool. I tried to make no eye contact with them. I just tried my best, right? All of a sudden, we're in the club now. You know us. We're from Toronto. Anywhere we go, we like to smoke.
Yeah.
We start smoking. How is it that we're the only ones in the club smoking?
You know, breaking the rules, ass Toronto niggas.
Oh, no. They're stopping everybody else but me and the other man them that are with me. How is this going? And
they don't want to touch y'all.
This is no. Get
into it with them grimy Toronto guys.
No. You see, you're giving us too much credit now. Have you ever been in a spot where there's buy-in busters? You know what a buy-in buster is?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, you see when you used to do road and someone comes and asks you for something and you haven't seen them on this block before?
Yeah. Oh, the undies.
Yeah, it's called a buy-in buster.
A buy-in buster. I'm putting that as the title today.
All right.
Bro.
So you have a bunch of buy-in busters in this party with us. A girl that look like she friggin' works the streets comes up to the man and wants to draw their blunt. Like, oh, I finally somebody smoking weed in here. I go, I ain't sharing shit with you.
I don't know where your mouth is.
Oh my God, I just already started to feel my throat start to burn, right? I was like, no. So I'm not drinking. But you know what? The police who were in there watching me.
They're looking at you hard, probably.
Oh, they seen me get ginger ale 3 times. They thought it was a mixed drink. They're like, we got these cocksuckers tonight. They thought I was drunk. So now I leave the place. Get in my car. They're not parked beside me or anything now, right? Yeah. I'm like, coast is clear, guys. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Yeah. They seen how many. Now I get out. I drive. I'm driving.
Hold on. Before you get out, how many niggas is getting in the car with you?
Just 2 men.
So two mans, one jumping in the front, one jumping in the back. So now there's 3 mans in the car.
Yeah.
Keep going.
We drive. We're thinking we're good. We're like, yeah, man, we get all to there, Chris. You know, we left before the party's supposed to end.
Yeah.
Never stay to the end, guys.
And then you know the mission: get to the 401. Get to the 401. Get to the highway.
And I'm there. The stretch is coming. You can see the light. And I'm just like, all of a sudden, I see a car. What you gonna do? We don't come for you. Bumbleclad surrounded us. What? And hate this place called London. Every time I go to London, even when I was at the Junos, they surrounded me again. I knew not to go back there, but I went back there thinking I was going to see Snoop Dogg. There was no Snoop Dogg in the damn place. Snoop Dogg didn't even show up. Snoop Dogg didn't even show up.
That deserves a sound effect.
No, there's no tinfoil hat, nothing. He didn't show up. He didn't. I don't know. Mercules didn't show up. Nobody showed up.
Blood clot.
But then when I'm there now, they're letting us smoke. Everybody else is getting stopped for smoking, but me and the man them.
Just lining y'all up.
Oh, fam, when they stopped me. I already had my shit ready. I knew they were coming.
Yeah.
I knew they were coming. I told the man, I go, we're getting drawed down as soon as we leave this place. I just felt it. My whole energy was gone. This is the story. He comes up to me and he's like, you seem pretty sober. I was like, dude, I am. You know what I mean? This place sucks. It's a shithole. Like, you can't, what the hell? I thought Snoop Dogg was gonna be here. They're like, oh, Snoop Dogg wasn't here. I was like, how much did you pay for the tickets? Meanwhile, we didn't pay for the tickets, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, $150 damn dollars, dog. I'm pissed. I'll never come back to this city again, and I'm going crazy. And
yeah.
They just gave me back my license and told me to go on. But just before I got on the highway, bro, they were honest. They told me how many men's hands we shook in there. They're like, oh, there was a biker gang in there. You guys were shaking their hands. I was that close.
That's scary.
Yeah, they were watching me, bro. They were like
creepy.
on me, dog. It was so creepy. I'll never go back to London again. London, you're banned from me. I'll never come back.
You're
there
banned
again.
from Dusty.
Yeah, dog. I'm not coming back there.
Oh man. Well,
Fuck
listen,
London.
man. I'm glad that you're home safe.
Yeah,
man.
that was my excursion on the road for a bit. There's some other shit, but we'll get into that behind the scene.
Well, welcome back, brother. Before I continue, just give you a quick on what happened with me. Big salute to the sponsors. Let's do that. I'm gonna do a split sponsor shout out here. We'll do 2 and then we'll do 2 later on in the episode. Let's start with Diamond Club. Okay, that's the sign that you see right behind me, right here. Yep. Hit up Diamond Club if you want any of that loud edibles, pens, anything you need. All right, they got delivery across Canada and within the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, and you could use the code We Love Hip Hop if you want a discount on anything on the menu. Also, if you need some of that grabba, we got some grabba shakers on the wall over there. I got a grabba shaker somewhere close to me, close to hand, right there. Boom. Courtesy of Steamin' Hot Grabba. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, if you want to get your hands on some of that Red Rose or some of the specialized ones with the We Love Hip Hop guys on the cover. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Once again, you could use the code We Love Hip Hop and get yourself a little discount. You heard me?
And it's also being sold at George's Convenience on Jane.
All right, so
between Jane and Lawrence.
For the people in the Jane Street area or who delve into the Jane Street area safely. I'm playing. Right, go to George's and go get yourself a shaker. Also, quick announcement: July 27th is the Mar Oso show. It's funny you were just saying about London.
We're not going there, dog.
I gotta go, bro.
Bye. I'm not coming out there, fam. I'm sorry, I can't do it, dog. Well, I'm there, but still, no.
I'm gonna be hosting they have it labeled as We Love Hip Hop, but it's actually Friday Ricky Dread from We Love Hip Hop. It's gonna be there, but you know I can roll. Of course. Yeah. If you want to.
That's my damn dog. You want to see? You want to be in my car this time? You want to see how the experience goes down? They're gonna follow us.
No, I'm gonna be rolling in my whip. Man.
Okay, cool.
I'll roll in my little beater. Mar Oso is going to be performing on July 27th. The club is over at the 89 King Street in London, Ontario.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ!
There's VIPs available. Tickets, if you want tickets, hit up bouncelife.com. Okay, bounce. I should spell it out because I be pronouncing shit weird. BOUNCE, bouncelife.com.
But that is how you spell bounce.
No, but I say bounce.
Say bounce?
I said bounce.
Bounce? Like a bounce? Like a bouncy man. Give me a bounce, man. Give me a bounce.
It's better for me to spell it out than my mashed up way of pronouncing shit. But yeah, check it out. Also, if you want info for to get tickets, or even if you want to be an opener, hit them up on their phone number 226. It's right there on the flyer.
He ain't coming to Toronto though?
I don't know.
God damn it. Why they gotta, that's 2 hours of fucking, no, dog.
For the people in the London area and the people from Toronto. Okay, salute. Don't mind Dusty. All right. But if you want for info, 226-377-8023. All right. But salute to everybody and everything that's going on. And like I said, we'll do another sponsor break later on in the show. Let me write that down here so I don't forget.
Don't forget, dog.
Don't forget.
Let the youths live. Let the youths live.
Salute the big app. Break there. Okay, so let's get to what we were supposed to get to from before. The Kendrick concert.
Yeah, man.
It went down.
You mean the Drake funeral?
I'm gonna call it the Kendrick and Friends, the Kenny and Friends concert.
Fam, what happens at a funeral? The friends everybody comes together and they celebrate your death. And that's what they did, dog. They see walking on set. I seen a motherfucker fall over one of those cubes with the baby in his hand and rolled out of it. I got back up and started grooving.
Just kept dancing.
Get out of here.
Let me ask you, did you see the whole thing? Did you see the...
Yeah, as soon as you sent it to me.
Okay, so then because I only caught it from when Kendrick was performing. Salute to Steady Mobbin. I was over there doing a episode over there.
Yeah.
And when I got in the car, he was at All Right.
Yeah.
So I missed the DJ headset.
Yep.
And the Mustard set.
Okay. I missed. I seen it after though in the replays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and DJ Head brought out all of like a bunch of local people, OGZ, a bunch of different people he brought out from like LA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It was a function.
Mm-hmm. And then Mustard brought out YG,
function.
Tyler the Creator.
Function.
And then Kendrick finally came out.
Yep.
He started off with Euphoria.
Function.
He changed some of the lyrics in Euphoria. There was a little stumble, but I didn't even catch all of that, right? I literally just caught it from All Right, and I haven't watched the replay yet.
Yeah.
From when I was watching that on Amazon, they filmed it like
great.
A movie.
Yo, you see when he did the whop, 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 how it went, pop, 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 the cut.
Yo, they were ready for that. They were waiting for that part.
Sure, he said, make sure, you guys better make sure you get that.
Oh, man.
He's very calculated. I'll give it to him.
What do you think about him bringing out the Black Hippie, bringing Black Hippie back together?
That's the whole point. I always listen to Black Hippie. I've always listened to Schoolboy Q. Like, those are my guys.
Now, remember, he's not on Top Dog anymore. So that's a statement, him even bringing all those guys together.
Yeah, but they got to stay there because that's their contract. He's a bigger artist. So it was time for him to flourish and rise. And he's showing you by just what he's doing.
Yeah.
By controlling the whole of the West Coast scene right now.
And there's different layers to it too, right? He brought out J-Rock. J-Rock used to be J-Rock's hype man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did 616, just the first verse to Ab-Soul.
Yeah.
And then he brought out Schoolboy Q, who Schoolboy Q used to be his hype man.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like he's showing like, yo, me and my brothers are still together. Like
don't slip.
Yeah.
Don't slip.
Let me actually do
it. Ab-Soul's a crip.
All that too. Like these guys, just their crew in itself, the whole Top Dog Entertainment back in the days, like when they were forming, they were bringing hoods together because these guys are from different sets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's generational death that they've dealt with, right? And what would you say? Like trauma.
Yeah. Let me see what we got here. Hold on. What do you think about the fit?
Yeah, Tupac. And Hotline Bling.
Is that the Hotline Bling drip?
No, he did the Hotline Bling dance in almost the same drip. But Pac had the drip first. Backwards hat, cross, chain on, Nike hoodie, Fila shoes with some Levi jeans.
Yeah. This jewelry that this guy got on his neck too, you don't really see Kendrick rocking jewelry too tough.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. You see him wearing beads and shit.
Yeah. I don't know what got him so froggy today, bro.
Why did he leap? Because you're the man now, dog. You dressed up for the funeral.
That's crazy.
What do? You gonna go in a tracksuit to the funeral? Hell no. You're gonna put on your garments. Come bury this nigga.
Yeah. Let's go. Get out the way.
This is my tune. Get out the way now.
Yo, bro. That looked crazy.
Our boy can't do that right now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I love him. I love you, boy.
We'll get to it because I have that question. Okay, we spoke about all that part, all right? Actually, let me bring this back. I still gotta play this part. I was gonna skip forward, but I gotta play this.
Carson is definitely in the motherfucking house.
Wow.
We forgetting something, though. Number. Oh. Hey.
Down with the shit. Yo, fam. Okay, I'm getting too hype.
Why not? You don't want Drake seeing that you got hype, bro? You're gonna unfollow your ass.
Hit the unfollow button on me, bro. Don't just chill, bro. We're podcasting. We're reacting. Look at that freeze frame that I just did there. Look at the crowd, bro. That is
satisfying.
I don't even.
Magnifying.
Insanity is not even the word for it. It's like
magnifying.
Or pandemonium. You say in the wrestling.
Yeah,
pandemonium
going on. Like I bet you Hoovers, all the gangs were in that place that night, and everybody chilling like a mob.
Apparently, they didn't have ushers. So the security wasn't even up like that in there.
We our own security, cuz.
Yeah, they just let everybody
They like
rock.
us.
Yo, they probably were smoking like crazy in there.
Weed is legal.
Yes, but remember, you still can't smoke indoors, right?
In the Kia arena.
I'm saying, like
on that day, dog.
On that day, they probably let it slide.
They let it slide.
Like the security was just like whatever security they did have there, because they didn't have ushers, so people were just moving around from seat to seat.
Fam, you can't control gangland.
You ain't gonna say nothing else before, we continue the party?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring this back here.
What a grandfather, Dr. Dre? What a grandfather now, right?
I know.
Like, grandpa up on stage still rocking it.
I was worried for him when he was coming out the floor there.
He's walking real old, man.
Without our legacy. Come on.
Watch him popping out the floor. The white beater. Yo. White beater reunion.
It's great day.
I'm just playing.
I know. I can't talk like that about these niggas.
I gotta throw a shot in there. I gotta throw a shot in there for the home team, man.
Gotta throw a shot, but that ain't the best shot.
Fight back, man. Fight back.
We can't fight back right now, dog. Just get your ass kicked.
That's. I did say that somewhere. Oh, it was on Star. It was. I went on Star's. I called Star yesterday. For the people that were filming a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I gave all the reasons why the game wasn't there, and we'll get to that in a minute, right? But I did mention one thing before I got off the phone. I was like, just didn't you notice that when Dr. Dre came up and him and Kendrick are on the stage together, it's like, we got like a wife beater reunion going on over there.
Wow. What did Star say to you?
He like Friday laughing. I told him, no, I'm done. Phone call's over. Gotta go.
Bye.
Just leave that with you.
This guy threw rocks at the glass house and broke the fucking place and said, yo, I'm out.
I ran away, bro.
Oh, he hit his hand.
Oh, I had to do it, man. I'm sorry, man. I mean, I'm from Toronto, man.
Yeah,
I'm out here.
I know, but you're killing it.
I see dead people.
Come on, man. After this, yo, his mic is sounding crispy too.
Fam.
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy.
Mama, how many options really got? Mean it's too many options. Finish pass on his body, I'm John Stockton.
This is the part.
Beat your ass and half the Bible with God watching. Sometimes you gotta
Pop out and show niggas.
You better not ever go to cell block
1.
Yeah, I didn't play that. I didn't put that part on Instagram. sorry, Dusty.
Yo, the song is dope. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I
did put it on Twitter though.
Oh God.
Sorry. Twitter.
Oh God.
Yo, Elon bought back the
I
corn,
know. He brought back the corn and he's like, yo, dog, I need my.
That's why I can't go live on Twitter anymore. Is this right here?
Yo, this is when they Yo, it's when he did the whole thing.
You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Wop. Look at the cameras.
The editor's going crazy.
He's like, this is my favorite part, guys.
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably.
Let's be real, dog.
Look at this ass.
What's that? That's a hotline bling dance.
That's the hotline. Oh, it is the hotline bling dance.
Yo, bro, you see this Toronto goon right here? He's mad. We're getting beat up out here, guys. If I was the commentator, I'm telling you right now, we're down by flipping 100. We're down by 100 there, Friday, Ricky.
I didn't even catch that until you just mentioned it.
We got every subliminal we could get. This is called murderation. This is called funeral time, dog. There's no rules. There's no holds bar. You never been in a no holds bar match, WWF, when you're a kid, and you know what I mean? No holds bar, bro. I'm hitting you over the head with a chair, dog.
Wow.
And on top of that, it was June. Hold on. June 19th.
It's Juneteenth. Yeah. Happy Juneteenth to all our Americans.
Yeah. He came to execute that night.
Oh my gosh.
Execution was tactically right. It was just different mission, dog, and it was completed, dog.
And he did this at the end.
Right? Can we have G-Way? Can we have Jane? Can we have all our hoods up there at the same time with the boy? No, we fucking can't, dog.
Okay, so let's stop there. Let's stop there and unpack that.
Yeah.
Can we?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because we haven't done it already, dog. These guys have done it before. It's just that it's every different generation. Because like Snoop Dogg and those guys had their little tiffs, and then they got back to come on.
Yes, keep going,
right now. This is the next generation to them. Remember,
no, they did it again before this,
and then they did it again before this
when Nipsey died.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Nipsey.
And then he just said it. He even said it. I'm doing this for if Nips was here.
Yeah, because remember when Nipsey died, they did a walk and the Bloods and Crips walk together, and
everybody was together. See, hip hop has always been in LA. You know what I mean? It has always been in California. Some of the most hip hop things have been made from not only New York but from California.
Cali. Yeah,
trust me.
The roots of gangster rap and all that come from California.
Very much
from
so.
Ice-T from back in the day.
Very much so. Yeah. And that was some of the first rap I listened to.
Yeah.
Let's just be real, right? Man, just too much culture, dog. And until we can show our culture, I don't even care if it was a bunch of Rasta man up on stage with him and skanking out and you have bands from, but there's some culture going on. Those guys were doing their tribal dances.
Yes.
That's what I call it. You get what I'm saying? When they doing their C-Hun, they doing the gang signs and they putting the hands together and that's tribal to me. That's different, bro. That comes from somewhere, bro. We don't have that, bro. We're trying to mingle, bro.
Here's the thing, and I'll give a little pushback. But I don't know. It's not much, okay? But I just want to ask us as a question, okay?
Brother. Yes, brother.
Remember when he did the all Canadian or
that ain't shit? That wasn't shit. You got.
You know what
Desmond.
I'm talking about? Right?
Yeah. Sean Desmond, Mitchie Me, all these people, right?
So for the people who don't know, like he did the OVO World Fest maybe a couple years ago now, maybe 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And instead of doing just the OVO Fest at the Molson Amphitheater, he split it out around the city. This is when I keep on saying Drake, when Drake first opened up History Nightclub, right? They had it over there, and they did the all Canadian All Stars. I don't remember exactly what it was called. He had Maestro Fresh West.
Yeah, love him. That's my brother.
Sean Desmond.
Yep. Everybody.
Nelly Furtado, Cardinal Fischel. Everybody was in attendance. It was a great night.
Yeah.
He bought Canadian hip hop, like the old school, like the pioneers. He bought everybody together. They had an amazing picture on the stage with everybody. Chaos.
Yep.
He flew in the Rascals from Vancouver.
He flew back Mitchie Me from Jamaica, I heard.
Yes. Mitchie was on vacation. He was like, yo, get over here. I need you here. Like, he made that happen.
Yeah.
You're saying that this, okay, you're good. You're saying that this is no way anything close. I understand this is way bigger than the meaning of what was going on, but you're saying that Drake can't do something even close to this at this point? Because he already laid the foundation with that.
But then, hold on. That should have been a circus after. That should have been taken around the world.
But the thing is, what Kendrick is
doing,
made
them some money. These old,
so they should have took that on tour.
You should have made it. You should have taken it and made it just a tour after that. Give these older mans them then that break too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. You can't bring everyone with you. You can't heal the world. I understand, but once you already made that play where it looks like you healing shit, you better go on and become the healer of all healers and start making shit happen.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's my pushback. Pause.
Now, what about with the young people? Because you're saying it could never happen.
That's because of the leadership that we don't have.
Like, and we can't put that all on Drake's shoulders.
Like, I'll give you this.
Drake's not supposed to be leading all our youngins.
He can't lead them. He can't lead no niggas out here. They ain't seen you on the block with them.
And that's another thing too. Like, he's not a street nigga, so he can't take all these niggas off the street.
Get out of here. Man's gonna be like, whatever, B. Get out of here, B. I already know what's gonna happen on that part. No, you have to have one of the real goons, not even goons, the real gods from the neighborhoods to be like, yo, you niggas need to smarten up. Let's get some bread, get all y'all on stage together, and let's f- this place up called Toronto.
Now,
and stop playing with the system, because you keep playing with the system, there will be no system.
if you could do something like this for another OVO fest, let's say the next OVO fest that he does, he gets all of the Toronto rappers from all different ends who's had beef and everybody together on stage.
Yo, and you guys better shut up and make it happen. And
Like-
shut up. Bro, I don't care. Like, there's some waste man out there. Yeah. After the show, dust him. Cool, go, dust him. But when you guys are there...
No, they can't do that because this show, even after the show was done, there was no incidents for that night.
No, I know
it was
that.
a clean night.
Clean. Okay, cool. I'm just saying, obviously, mans who are involved in those type of dramas and shit, they're not gonna be there, bro. They're just as scared as their op.
Bro, there was some people I seen on the stage right next to Kendrick where I was like, is he safe? Like there was a guy on stage who had like a red, I don't even think it was a hoodie. Just his whole face was covered in all red.
Yeah.
he was like cloaked down, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, who's that guy? And just shades.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably triple OG triple.
I don't know. He looked kind of young, bro. He looked like a goonie, bro. I was like, what is this guy doing?
That's one of the shooters. You know what I'm saying?
He looked like Spider-Man, bro, dancing next to Kendrick.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy looked like he just came out of the off-road from shooting somebody. And let me go to the Kia Stadium, watch this Kendrick shit, and then tomorrow I'll go shoot my ops.
Yeah, he's like, we will be in Mexico.
Like that type of bringing it together. Like the Goonies none of the Goonies can stay home. We have to just make it peace for the night. Like we can do this, fam. We can do this in Toronto. We just have to.
Yo,
it's a big wish, but if mans can put aside their dramas for one night, it could be done.
Yeah. But see now, we didn't bring home a championship, so it can't be done.
We did. The Raptors won the championship back in the day.
You're talking like in a retrospect. I'm talking like right now. This was a beef. We went to war with these West Coast niggas and we lost, dog. How the hell we gonna stand up on business when we lost? They're showing us that this is how you're gonna lose. We're gonna come through and tribal dance around y'all shit.
Yes.
And they did that. We have nothing to stand on. Until we figure out what the hell we're standing on, then they ain't no standing on no business yet. Right? Let me get Presser and let me get these other young guys and let me speak to them for a second. I'll change their whole aspect of life with this music shit. Their heads would spin. Because I'd be like, the more and more you guys play with this system, there will be no system for your younger niggas to come up in. Because you're not paving the way, you're blocking the way. Right? You know how many guys I stood up on stage with on our times coming up? I didn't like them for 1 minute. I don't like half y'all rap niggas. I don't like none of y'all rap niggas. Half y'all niggas is corny, dog. I never mess with half y'all niggas. But you know what? When it came down to it, I'll chill. I'll smile up with you. I'll even take a picture with you. But at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's called business. I'm here to show my business. So I'm here to show this company that, I may not like that cocksucker over there, but hey, you know what? I can go over here and make the song with him. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I can be in the same room as them and nothing's going to go down, bro. Right? Because I have something to live for. You know what I mean? I see my future going further. If they want their future to go further, they'll do shit like this.
Like, look at this picture, bro.
Yeah.
There's bare Goonies. There's people, older heads, younger heads, kids.
Right.
Everybody's in the picture, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can do this, bro. We don't have to mimic it or whatever, but like we can have a moment of unity and really show that like we got something special over here, dog. Toronto has a lot of talent, dog.
We have talent, we have roots, we have it all. But you see what I'm saying? No one has stood on business enough to say, y'all niggas is corny.
And we have culture, dog.
We have the most culture, but no one, I'm gonna be real. Love Drake, but we let the wrong person kind of identify it. In a retrospective sense of when you're gonna look at a Black Canadian man, right? Oh, you see a half breed? Is that what you really see? Because I guarantee you this: the original Black man was here way before the half breed man.
Yes,
in Canada. So let's be real. But what? Drake
is a symbol of multiculturalism.
Don't give a damn, my guy.
He's a mix of two worlds.
Yeah, I love that's what I say.
And that's Toronto in a nutshell too. There's a lot of mixing that's going on in the city.
It is, and remember, my children are mixed too. I know what's going on. All my brothers and sisters are mixed. I'm one of the only Black ones in my family.
Yeah.
Okay, but at the end of the day, I'm the original man. when it comes down to shit. And when I look at them a little bit different than I look at you. You know what I'm saying? And if I was going to take some advice on being a black man in Canada, I'm going to honestly take it from the actual visible black man in Canada and not some little half-breed you. I'm just being real.
I understand. But you're looking at it like if you're looking to be the black man in Canada, just being a man in Canada is what we have to start looking at, trying to represent. Because if we're trying to match blackness with America,
there is no
we're never going to win.
No.
We're not going to win in a blackness competition.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? They have way too much history, way too much roots of what's going on with their culture, with black American culture to make it a, you know, who's more blacker competition.
No, but what happens to us is we're Caribbean or we're African and we actually keep that going on. They lose it. We're Caribbean, we have Africans, but then we also have a whole bunch of other people over here. Yeah, but we have people from, Latin America. We got people from a bunch of Slavic countries, Russian people, all these different kind of people that come here. But they're not listening. Their parents weren't listening to hip hop.
I understand.
Didn't even like half of these people that we look like. Come on, let's be real, right?
This was what makes up Toronto culture. Just everybody being together. Like you can go to Little Italy, you can go to this place, you can go to a Filipino area, you can go to mad different areas in the city.
I understand.
Right? So if we really want to represent our culture, really, we have to be like, our culture is more than just black culture.
Granted, but then if that is the case, if it's more than that, how come we can't even still get, okay, let's just say you have, what's his name, 187 Migs, and then you had Brass Monk back in the day. One of them were Filipino, one of them was black. See, this is what I'm trying to say, where I kind of have to push back, right? We still can't get those type of people all in the same room with us. Like, how can I get Anders and all these guys to come to my black world and sit there and feel comfortable?
Yes.
Feeling comfortable?
You got to remember, and maybe it's, I don't know.
I say Killy's the only one that could come to that world and really be like,
these guys are the younger generations of the people you're talking about. You're talking about these people's parents that might not fuck with us.
Yeah. Okay?
So who cares about their parents? They're young people who are now here, who've been here for a few years, not just 1-2 years, like, right? Who embrace hip hop culture, who embrace just everything together, right?
Yeah.
We got to focus on them. Who cares if their parents never listen to us and da-da-da-da. That's just us holding on to old black shit. Old nigga black shit.
Yeah, granted.
You know what I'm saying?
Granted, I'm going to hold on to it though.
But what we have here, we got to embrace it, fam. We have to embrace that we're a multicultural place.
We are, but we're
it's not driven by blackness.
So is LA. I've been to LA.
Yeah.
Mexicans hang only with Mexicans.
And all those guys.
Cholos only hang with them.
Yeah.
It's very hard and you can't be a white blood hard for that to happen. Like there's certain segregation they have, right?
Yeah.
We don't have it.
Yeah.
Cool. But at the end of the day, it's more hidden because technically you want to dress like us, act like us, talk like us, walk like us, but you don't really want to be us. So what's the point in you being in this? I would rather just keep it flipping. Yo, this is what you grew up listening to this. You grew up on this shit. Get together and make this shit possible. Now, what I would want, I'm going to say skip this generation, that drill generation that came about in 2008, skip. I'm going to erase them soon because they're the most fuckery. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones blocking the whole system by creating that op shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I want the next system of kids to come through. I want to hear Region make songs with Rexdale Mans because these kids ended up probably playing basketball together, same teams, and then they started rapping. And that's okay to me. Like, that's what I need to see for it to actually be this. This is preschool, high school, all that. And then you live in this neighborhood, that neighborhood, so we can't really fuck with you.
Yeah.
But okay, we getting over this and da-da-da-da-da. Now that's where it comes into play with these guys, right? They can sit on the same stage. This is what has to stop here. Like, we have to stop the op, get that out the way. So I'm going to say this, 2018 to 2024, I'm erasing all you rappers out of it. Because technically y'all the reason why none of the rest of the man them bust. Because if they seen Unity from 2018 when Toronto had the crazy push, bro, and I was seeing mans really get on stage throwing shirts, When
the
bitches.
algorithm was strong.
Woo! If these niggas really looked at the state and said, yo, let's do this like Atlanta, who cares? Get over it. All right, you have beef with these guys, you can't come.
Yeah.
You would actually feel that now and see you missing out on some paper and fix up.
No, you're right. Like if the whole... Remember when Atlanta started getting when they really started getting the wave and people started saying, yo, why is everybody trying to sound like Atlanta niggas? Like this is early 2000s it started happening, right?
Yeah.
But it's because when we started seeing the Atlanta movement move, those guys were working together like crazy.
Thank you.
And even like the early Atlanta movement, like with Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris and all these different, when they made Welcome to Lil Jon, all these guys were all
Mind
working
you, he was
together.
here yesterday.
Yeah. But like they made, Welcome to Atlanta and a bunch of Atlanta people and they did remixes and the Young Bloods and all these guys, they're all like
Shawty Low.
Yeah, like they were showed unity. And then as it started getting more into the future times and all that, like you started seeing Travis Scott and all these different guys getting on, even though he's from Houston, like
but you
the Migos and Future and all these guys getting on the same mixtapes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these guys had any beefs in their neighborhoods. I'm not in Atlanta, but musically, we can't tell.
Oh, they did. But when it came to the business, it's business.
We couldn't tell.
You want credits? This is a bit that they have a business. That's like McDonald's. Once you enter that field, once you enter that field in America, you a rapper. Yeah. The money is unbelievable, right? But see here, we didn't create no wave to get the money like that. Every man's a sucker. They want to.
We can't put that on the people over here, bro. We can't make enough money in Canada.
No, there's not a lot of people, but you can still make money around the world. Who's to say you can? That's what I'm saying, though. You can still make money around the world. Doesn't matter that Germany can't listen to you.
Yeah.
We're bringing our culture to them.
Right. Like if these guys are unified from you get invited to, let's say, some UK stations, but like bring 3 different mans.
You're bringing all the man them.
Yeah. I know you guys, like one crew would be cool and you got enough mans in your one crew, but if we can get 3 of you guys in the studio together, that'd be sick. Even if you're from different ends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then go do a show out there and oh my gosh, you're right.
Fam, okay. I know what I'm talking, fam.
Because there's more things to cover in this.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, and I think I have it here on my Instagram. Yes, I do. What are your thoughts on this here? The Weeknd at the concert. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, DiamondClub_Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app, as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer! Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code WeLoveHipHop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer!
I sent that in the group chat.
Right, I put some music over it. Right?
Okay.
So the Weeknd was over there going crazy. When Not Like Us was playing, he was probably going extra crazy. He's got. Can we appreciate the man's fit for a second? He's looking like he's trying to be a West Coast gangster himself.
He is. Yeah, he is. Like,
with the hoodie.
The plaid on.
Yeah.
Plaid jackets. I used to have a bunch of those back in the day, dog, with the hoodie.
So
probably has on the Chuck Taylors.
Probably.
But with some baggy jeans this time.
Oh, man.
No tights.
This is the most I ever heard the Weeknd talk and smile. Let me ask you a question. And I asked this in the caption here. Does the Weeknd really f with Toronto like that?
Of course, bro. This is his home, bro. But what the hell, man? I'm rich now. I'm leaving. What the fuck am I staying around this cold ass place for? No. I got friends. I got friends in the game now. Like these guys would have never talked to me when I was a bum on Yonge Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But bro, like you're clearly showing I'm over here on this side with these guys. It's one thing if you're just like, yeah, I'm against Drake, Okay, because we're obviously EXO and OVO have their issues. But you're doing it in a way where it's like, I'm with these LA guys. We still have to remember you're from Toronto, bro.
Not anymore, though.
So this is what I'm saying.
It's like being traded.
Okay.
You know what? They could keep his ass anyways, dog.
Can we do a lineup of things that, because I've seen some people in the comments said, of course, The Weeknd loves Toronto. Don't you remember he did the thing at the library in Bray Tay? I remember that. He did he gave a big set of money. He donated a big set of money to the Toronto library. He did a video in there and all that. Remember that, right?
Yeah, but still.
I don't want to match charity move for charity move, but I feel like Drake has done way more for Toronto than The Weeknd, bro. Drake has put on guys. He's put people on stage multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people. I love The Weeknd. Actually, I can't say I love The Weeknd because I don't even listen to his music like that, right?
Anymore.
No, I'm not an R&B guy, so I've never listened to his music like that.
His music was dope in the beginning.
Right? But I understand Toronto loves The Weeknd. Okay?
No,
but
hipster Toronto loves The Weeknd.
Hipster Toronto loves The Weeknd. Because you're telling me that the hood niggas is like, oh, we rate The Weeknd because he did this and he did that. Like, come on, fam. Like, Drake is ingratiated into the street culture in a way. Like, he's following mans and shouting them out and putting them in their store. When the last time The Weeknd did shit for a nigga in Toronto, bro?
Nothing. Last time I seen him.
Yo,
shout out to Amari Shakur though. That's one of the original EXO members. I know that nigga personally from when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And now he doing bigger things out in Atlanta. He was around this nigga from the beginning, right? That's all I know. But all I know is, you know what I mean? Shout out to Amari Shakur.
Salute.
You need to come holler at us over here at We Love Hip Hop so we can speak to you real quickly. You already know. Shout out to Amari Shakur.
Hold up, brother.
You know what I mean?
Fam, really and truly, bro. Like, maybe I'm wrong and the comments can, kick my head in or whatever, kick my back in. Bro, what is Weeknd really doing for the Toronto culture? Like, he makes hits. He does concerts out here. They sell out. Everything's like everybody, they show him the love. But I said this before. I never even hear him speak, bro. I don't see him linking up. He put on Nav or his team put on Nav. Who else?
Well, Glam.
They got 88 Glam. Yes.
They got mashed up. Sorry.
Wasn't that deal kind of bunky?
That deal is the most flunky deal, janky deal you could ever probably get.
Okay.
But see.
What is The Weeknd doing for Toronto?
Nada.
Okay. And I'll even say it. Y'all can call me Dick Rider or wipe your mouth. Nah. In comparison to Drake.
Nothing. Even I swear Drake, those Reps Up guys, they had like an indoor facility.
Bro, they have a whole Raptors facility thing.
They're there. But then there was one in Scarborough before where it was like an indoor volleyball with sand and all that. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Bro, fam, they do a bunch of shit that people don't even know about. This is where they're gonna start calling me a cock buffer.
No, that's not. Real recognize it's real.
There's a lot of shit that these guys do that are not as publicized or not publicized at all on media, right? That they own this, they own that the kids go use and Ray Tay studios, all types of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even have to talk about that.
Yeah.
The public shit that this nigga Drake's been doing over the years, he was just taking pictures with the freaking mayor and Doug Ford and them for the women's basketball league. Where is The Weeknd when all this shit is happening, bro?
He doesn't fit in, brother.
And he's supposed to be one of our biggest exports, bro.
See, like now, that's to show you his PR shit. Because for a person that used to be, they say homeless, right?
Right in Toronto,
he should be already feeding these homeless. He should be out there doing something that contributes back to where he used to be. And he's not doing that from my knowledge.
Fam, I've heard people claim him. Yo, he's a Scarborough man. Oh, he's a Parkdale man. Why anybody claiming this nigga? He don't claim y'all. This nigga's comfortable in LA, not giving a fuck about Toronto for how long, bro? It's not just recent. He's been gone for a mad long, not caring about Toronto, bro.
He probably doesn't even know how to drive around here no more.
He probably doesn't even remember when he comes back. He's like, oh my God, there's a Metro there? Oh my God, there's a Longo's there now?
I remember when there used to be a Tim Hortons there. Now there's
nigga. You don't even come around, bro. This nigga Drake lives in Toronto.
He'll pick you up and drop you to your house and go to his after.
Come on, bro. I feel like this kind of exposed it. Because and maybe people don't talk about it in the States because they don't care. It doesn't make a difference to them. But for us over here, when I'm looking at it from the like somebody we're reporting on Drake news on a regular basis, but I'm not asking the Weeknd to get messy and do some shit, do some crash out or something so that we can report on him. Stay how you are, silent. But I need to see you. I need to see a Toronto rapper be like, oh my God, the Weeknd just followed me. You know how many times I've seen that on Instagram, bro? Yo, Drake just followed me.
Roadrunner, all those guys.
Yes, and they're posting it. They're happy. They're like, yo, the biggest rapper in the world is paying attention to me. The Weeknd does nothing like that. I seen it happen with Casper, and that's it. Fix up, bro.
And that wasn't even, I don't even think they still got my nigga Casper out here. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
Like, shit.
Do better, A.W.O.L. Do better, EXO, Cash, all you niggas. Y'all niggas don't be doing shit for the city, bro.
No. But you know what it is? You know what it is? It's the Toronto mans that made that label.
Them niggas from Toronto, bro.
No, every nigga that's made that label is from Toronto. We talking about the Weeknd to Nav. They're from Toronto. The rest of the guys who
but Belly's from Ottawa.
Yeah, but and then okay, cool. But
and then the rest of them.
Hold on, remember when he was trying to claim Toronto though? Remember when he came here and they weren't feeling
that
him?
Didn't work out for him. That didn't work out for him. That's why he had to revamp him shit.
Exactly.
Right?
So you know what I'm saying. And then after when some of the writers, shout out to Amari Shakur, some of the writers on EXO, Toronto-based, Atlanta-based. I know some deep info y'all niggas don't know. So what I'm saying, shout out to Amari Shakur.
Salute.
Maybe we should get him on a little, little vibe to see what he
talk of things.
Yeah, because he's the only one that can really give you the real inside scoop of what's going on. And they've tried to shut him up for years.
I just wanted to put that out there because it's like, come on, fam. He's out there dancing around. He's like, ah. But bro, like, what's the last time you did anything for Toronto that anybody could say, yo, the Weeknd really supports Toronto. He supports Toronto culture. Like, fam, you're just existing, bro. And we just love you just because?
Yo, he has too much money to fucking come here though, man.
And Drake doesn't, bro?
No, but Drake's one of the mandem now. Like, he's actually one of the mandem. He's gang.
Drake is the most famous rapper in the world. And the most visible person.
Different from a rapper to an R&B singer, sensational singer. Like, no, do different. You, like, consider, let's say, Weeknd, now you're a pretty boy.
Go get a house in King City or something, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
You know he does. It's just that he's so high profile, you won't know what he does.
You're telling me that the Weeknd is more high profile than Drake? This nigga made an announcement when he was buying the house in the Bridal Path, bro. Like they were showing videos of the house as it was getting built.
I know that.
This nigga's like, I'm not hiding, bro.
Listen. This is the thing about the Weeknd didn't embed himself into the rap industry. He embedded himself into, you know what I'm saying? The music industry. So
he's still an R&B singer, so that's still black shit.
Yeah, for sure. But remember, he is not like, you see how every rapper has a crew? He had a crew, but some of his crew had to be dispersed.
Yeah.
So now you're riding around solo. You can't have a big mouth. You can't talk this talk you want to talk, my nigga, as an R&B singer. You get smacked in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? He know that. So at the end of the day, you can't compare him to Drake. Drake can walk down the street right now and no one not touch him. You're not touching him.
Without security?
I'm not touching him. Drake can go to Jane right now and walk down the street. No one's touching him.
Nobody's gonna like try to match him.
No, every man's gonna be like, yo, are you that for real, dog? Yo!
But I give some pushback. Okay? The thing is with Drizzy and Weeknd, yes, Weeknd is pop singer, R&B singer, what?
Yeah.
But Drake is, yes, he's a rapper, but like he's never been known as the gangster rapper, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It was the opposite, to be honest.
But I believe he would still punch you in your face if you fucking tried him.
And the Weeknd too. The man was homeless, bro.
Yeah, but come on. He was around a bunch of guys that are like, just act crazy.
There's no reason. Listen, the point is, there's no reason why the Weeknd shouldn't be showing as much support. Maybe it doesn't have to be as crazy as what Drake has, how Drake does it, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't even see a quarter of that, bro. Like I said, I never even seen him follow a Toronto rapper and they go like, yo, the Weeknd's following me, bro. Or a Toronto R&B singer and shit. Like this nigga don't like. It seemed like he's just like, I don't like Toronto. Yuck. I just go there to do my shows, my homecomings, and then I'll go back to LA. But Toronto,
my mother doesn't even live there anymore.
Who?
His mother probably doesn't even live here anymore.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Move your moms out. Like if Drake moved his mom to LA, cool. I don't care. Or moved her anywhere around. I don't care. But like he's still repping, bro. Like the man reps hard.
That's what I'm saying. He reps so hard that he can actually come outside in the streets and he's okay.
So maybe the Weeknd needs to do the same, and then we'll show him the same love.
We would walk by him.
Actually, no. Let me take that back.
We would actually walk by the Weeknd now.
He's still getting the love without doing all of these things, and this is what my argument is. He still gets this kind of like, the Weeknd, yo, we mess with you, we love you. But what are you doing to get this extra love? Why does Drake have to jump through hoops?
Who's really saying that, though?
When is niggas really talking shit on the Weeknd, bro? Only Salute to Hoodlum, he got cheesed when he seen that post. Enough niggas didn't say shit, bro.
Fam, I seen it, and what the hell could I say? What is that gonna do? Change the Weeknd's
Fam, the
mind?
nigga's a traitor, bro.
He's a Benedict Arnold. Okay.
So like niggas need to call him out on it. They got way too much love, or they're worried about losing.
How is he a traitor when everyone's saying I'm the reason why this all started? How is he a traitor? No, he's showing you when it's up, and now it's stuck.
Okay, but if you got beef for Drake, fine. XO, OVO beef, whatever. But you still have to be like, yo, remember guys, I still love you guys. I'm still from here.
Yeah, it's just two mans beefing.
Yeah, me and Drake got whatever, but I'm still Toronto to the bone. I don't see any of that energy, bro. He just seems like, yo, I'm an LA guy and I don't like you Toronto niggas, or I don't like Drake and you Toronto niggas. This is the sentiment I'm getting. I could be reading it, I could be reaching, but it feels like I don't even come around here, bro. So like, screw Drake and the rest of you niggas behind him.
I agree with you.
Like I got Future in these niggas. These are my friends.
But see, this is where I'm going to disagree with you. Give you a little bit of pushback. Pause.
Please.
The whole reason why these two are making the most money out of all of these, you just keep forgetting about Justin Bieber too, eh? Like Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, Drake.
Yeah, those are the three biggest exports.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, what if tomorrow morning Drake was to be like, fire bun now, Justin Bieber.
On Justin? What did poor Justin do?
Poor Justin, right? He gets across and
guy's just in bed praying.
No. Okay. No. The Weeknd and Justin are supposed to be tight, right? Supposedly, right?
Okay.
More tighter than Drake.
Okay.
So now, let's say Drake holds a little flipping a pop-up at the Harborfront tomorrow and says, "Whole of Toronto reach." And then we see every man's boom, boom, boom. They're there backstage, and we see Justin Bieber.
Right.
Are we supposed to be like Justin Bieber's a traitor because now
Justin picked a side?
He picked a side.
No, he's repping his city. He's repping Toronto. He's repping his he's not from Toronto, but he's repping Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's like, I'm going to do that, or let's say he does it in LA and he doesn't come back home and do the same thing in Toronto, then what's going on, Justin? Are we good? Do I got to unfollow you too? You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, you can go to the Kendrick concert. I don't even care if I seen Justin Bieber at the Kendrick concert going crazy to not like us. Just forward back home and show the same love.
No. See, I don't want you now coming back over here. Stay the hell over on that side, nigga. What the hell you doing?
Maybe not like us. I'm pushing with not like us.
No. You push the right button. Keep it right there, dog. You. That's how it's gonna go down, dog. That's the only way it can go down, dog.
Justin saying, "Hey, minor." Oh, man saying, "Unfollow."
Boom. Right?
When I see you, Justin,
it's on like Donkey Kong. Right?
Chubs.
Yo, we're gonna hang this little white boy upside down by his Air Force Ones, okay?
Eyes on that one there.
Yeah, we're hanging him upside down.
Okay, maybe you can't do that, but that's a hard
See what
scenario.
I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
You gotta kind of pick a side once you start.
Okay, so now listen. Now me and you were coming up, right? I was supposed to sign with you Friday, and then boom, you know what? I just had a eureka moment. I said, you know what? I think I could do this on my own.
Right.
All right. I said, Friday, Ricky Dread, and I'm going to go over here with my DUSTY. All right.
Okay.
Now, I'm Dusty, which is The Weeknd. You're Friday, which is Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We did a joint album together. We made some bread. I seen that I can make more bread if I do this on my own.
Right.
So in between that, the industry started to scuffle beef to get sales up, and it's always stuck there.
This industry started a beef, not us, because I don't care if you went and started making your bread on your own.
So what
all the more power to you is what I'm saying.
So do you really think Drake had a qualms about him going off and being with XO?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in their business. That's the thing.
But hold on, you're the representative. You're the lawyer. You need to
I have no behind the
You got to
scenes.
stand on this business right now. I'm asking you a question, dog. We in the rap court of law right now. All right, now. I notice I can make more money as the Weeknd doing my thing. So I released the Balloons album. I doing my thing.
Yeah.
Right. The industry made up these plays on me and you, but me and you behind the scene are like, holy bro, they can make niggas try to kill each other.
And we're still dapping.
Okay. How do we know that these guys is just like my dude? Like they showed me love when I come to the LA. I'm
WWF.
Yeah, dog.
Or WWE.
Yeah, dog. How do I revamp Drake? Drake wants to revamp, okay? Drake can't just be the same Drake now for the next 10 years again. We need something else to him, right?
Well, that brings me to the next question I have. What does he do now?
He becomes the evil villain that he is.
So you say lean more into the
bad guy.
The bad guy role?
He's the bad guy. Remember, he's always been the good guy. He's always been the punk. He's always been this and that. But really, behind the scenes, we heard them niggas were going around beating the shit out of niggas.
Yeah, but I feel like that is what got him in trouble in the first place. This bad guy, mob guy role that people are starting to get tired of. And they're like, we want sensitive Drake again. I've heard a lot of people.
I don't want no sensitive Drake. I don't need no sensitive Drake.
Me personally, I agree with you. I don't
want no sensitive Drake over here.
I like Drake when he gets at niggas in the bars. I like when when he's aggressive with his bars.
Beat the shit out of niggas.
Right? But we're not the status quo.
Exactly. Right? But let me show you something. Them niggas listen to podcasts more often than they would listen to the fan mail now.
Yeah, but
right? We are their fan mail.
But when I look at like his streams, the other day he passed 100 billion streams on Spotify. One of his highest streamed songs is Passion Fruit, dog. That's very, that's a good, get the party mixer track going on. Like, that has billions of streams on it. People like that kind of Drake, man. When he's singing and just having a good time, talking about some gal.
That's females. That's the female.
That's his fan base. The bulk of his fan base is gal them. It's the girls. But it's not us.
The girls are attracted to the hard ass niggas. I bet you when they seen Kendrick that other night and all them gangsters up on them bitches, pussy was wet.
Yeah, but they're not going to go back home and listen to all of the
yes, they are.
Euphoria.
Yes, they is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they are.
And even with the Drake women or the fan base, like a song like No Friends in the Industry, more guys are listening to that.
Yeah.
And, ball players and different people getting ready for sports or working out than the gal them. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear Hotline Bling. They used to call me on my cell phone.
Oh, the kids want to hear Hotline Bling. The 16-year-old, the 17-year-old, the 18-year-old. I believe like that 25-year-old girl's in her car wilding out to No Friends because she got her own issues with these bitches. So there's certain things where he can relate still. Come on, cuz.
But what about
you're an artist.
This is why he made Rich Baby Daddy. Right?
But
shake your ass, then shake that ass. I can see Shorty driving to shake that ass at me.
But hold on. Niggas are singing that too.
I don't know what kind of niggas are singing that one.
Niggas are singing that shit too. Niggas are singing that shit too.
Certain type of niggas.
Yeah.
Right? But like, if he leans into just doing the non-aggressive rap, that might take some of the heat off of this whole Kendrick beef.
No.
Or you think people are still gonna be like, so what you gonna do now, nigga?
Listen, top 5. I've heard 5 other American blogs talk about the situation of this being a no-fly zone now, but they haven't said your name. Okay?
Oh, yeah, with top 5.
They're not saying your name, buddy.
That's why we out here, man.
Right? That's what I'm trying to... We got, it was on my mind.
Hold your head, 5. Yeah,
hold your head, but they're not saying his name for a reason because they know that this is how they get at us.
Okay, so just to give some context, Top 5 made a post saying that, and I think I have that over here on my Instagram page or on the We Love Hip Hop page, saying that Toronto's a no-fly zone for anybody who's dissing Drake.
Okay, and they're not
but then
saying
he
his name.
refined it. Oh yeah, because the American blogs who posted about this, they never said
They never said a name because you know what they're thinking? Oh man, we a joke.
They should say his name because it'll get them SEO.
Thank you. But see, they don't know that yet, right? Because they're not tapped in as much as they should be.
Yeah.
Right? So that's their problem. But at the end of the day, they're still looking at us as like a little bit of a corny. We're corny, right? Because we lost a little scuffle right now. We got a little bruised up.
Do you think now they think they were corny? They've been thought we were corny.
Okay. And then now we got some youth out here, which is shout out to Top, right? But to them, they'd be like, who's this nigga, right?
Some of them, I think a lot of people know who Top 5 is.
No, the West Coast does, and the bloggers of the hip hop.
Yeah.
But when you got the little gossip column people that are doing 100, 150K in like a couple hours, they weren't saying his name. I listened to a lot of these other guys, right?
Yeah, no, they didn't really mention him.
Right? Because they don't believe in us, right? And that's why that goes back to you saying, no, he has to put more pressure of that hard body shit that we come from out here. Like that is us, nigga. You can't play with
so you say Drake has to apply the pressure on top of what Top 5 said.
Pressure, dog.
Said like, yeah, and I second that.
Yeah. Green light.
Oh, no.
Green light.
You want to see Drake?
Yeah, I want to see Drake all the time now. Because of the fact they think they're hard body. Cool. We know that they in a fly zone. We ain't gonna go there no more. They don't come here.
You want to see this guy right here with the throwing up this yeah.
Girds you.
Right, and he said first in the first post, all these niggas are that are mad. I dare you niggas to come to the 6. See, hashtag no fly zone. Right?
Bro, they'll be here in 3 weeks, nigga. Caravana is coming up. They're gonna come here and they're gonna play not like us in every fucking club we're in.
But watch, he actually refined his shout out or his call to action. He said, though at the weekend you started doing coke, now you from Compton? Wait till the GG see you.
And yo, what is he, Richard? Or what is he? What is he?
I think he's a Richard. I don't know. Maybe people don't come from
he's
my
not
head.
a Mali. I know that.
But listen, fam, niggas is on his head, bro. I'm not on his head. This is not the pause. Hey, yo. Right? These are not the words and opinions of Friday Ricky Dread, but this is what Top 5 said. Right? Or somebody who's controlling his account.
Yeah, but dude. You know how crazy it does kind of sound? I love you, Top 5. But at the end of the day, it sounds crazy. Like we sound crazy saying that. You know how we are. We're more hush-hush out here. Don't say a word. You know that already, fam. So, you know what I'm saying? Man's gonna have to move a little more calculated. If it's really like that for real and it's going to be a no-fly zone, we have to set an example, fam. You're not even supposed to say nothing. Catch the man slipping, slide on him, and then we know what the business is. Stand on it, right? I would rather see that because all we're doing is putting out a narrative of like, oh, y'all can't do business with us.
Yeah, and listen, this is all due respect to
and
Top
he
5.
can go around now. The guy from here who should be putting on people from here makes him more bitter, and he's gonna be like, you know what? And when he's in those big label rooms, be like, don't sign anybody from Toronto. Matter of fact, go to Minnesota where all those Somalians are. Don't sign any Somalian from
He might have already said that
Toronto,
already,
right? He's up in there in Universal with his legs crossed, drinking nothing, and drinking one of them champagne
latte.
Yeah, one of them
a samosa.
A samosa, getting lit off of that, and telling you know what? Don't sign anybody from Toronto. These guys can block now.
It's like, where I come from?
That's a no-fly zone, remember?
I don't even like that place.
Exactly. So, see, man, them have to know how to not say a word, fam, and just catch some of these guys slipping, dog, and just really catch them and do what you have to do, fam. I rather hear about it, see about it, than you talk about it and nothing comes out about it. You get what I'm saying? Because tomorrow morning you're gonna wake up and be like, you got life to live. You're gonna go looking for fucking the weekend?
He don't have to, fam. It's the GGs, bro.
Are the GGs?
There's bare GGs on the road still. They don't
of course. No, I never said that. Yo, shout out to all my Jungs niggas.
Salute.
I'm saying, in a retrospective sense of brother, like they're not day to day. Your life still goes on. They got other shit they got to duck and hide from too, my nigga. They're not just waking up in there. But they hear this nigga's in town. I know they will go draw for him. You get what I'm saying? But but when they went and drawed for certain mans before, we didn't know when they were drawing for them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When you put it out on the internet, it's kind of like you're not gonna do it because you know, say like everybody's seen that. Like obviously you just added the Weeknd. So like if the Weeknd gets hurt, everybody's gonna be like, I wonder who to go find.
Yeah, this guy could trip and fall down his stairs and blame it on you now. Literally, trip, roll down his flipping stairs, broke him neck, and they blame it on you.
It's kind of an internet rule. Once you put it out there, it's kind of like you're not really gonna do it. But then sometimes it happens. So then it's
but then they get caught.
And that happens too,
right? So what's like? Are we doing this to get caught, guys, or are we doing this to friggin' be savages? Like, so at the end of the day, it's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? Like, I get, bro. Hold your head up, top 5 too. Like, I get what you're saying, bro. And if you're out here,
I understand his energy.
I understand the energy, fam. Yeah. But it's the fact is you're not out here right now to kind of really stand on the energy, right?
And if he was, I wouldn't want him to go like crash out for the weekend, bro.
No, because I think people would have made him start realizing like, hey, buddy, tapped him on the shoulder and be like, do you have a deal with Drake yet?
You never know. We don't know what kind of dealings these guys have.
Of course.
The man said something on the gram the other day. He got cheesed at Drake, and then Drake responded, bro. Okay, immediately. So we don't know what these guys have going on behind closed doors, bro.
Immediately.
It's obviously it's out of our range of knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Because the man responded like within 24 hours.
Yeah,
bro.
but see, that's the thing. If
that's his guy.
If Drake is really on his thing, right? You have to understand, fam. Like he knows too. Don't say nothing. Keep it hush. Then,
yeah.
Fam. I would rather hear that you guys string up the Weeknd and fam, you guys put the work on him.
No.
I'd rather hear it. Like,
come on, Abel. We want Abel to be safe too.
No, but if they string him up, they string him up. You get what I'm saying? But it's like we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
We just hear about it, say, yo, them GDs catch that Abel guy and they terrorize them. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, yeah, right.
You know what happened to Abel?
I'd be like, see? He shouldn't have went over there and be dressing like he a loke. You know what I'm saying?
Put all that flannel away, bro.
Right?
But listen, man. Shoot. The top 5.
Oh, shoot. Wow. I haven't heard that in a minute.
Put all that flannel away, bro. You looking too low-kish over there, bro. You from Toronto, fam. Just relax.
I mean, them niggas gonna come through flat your tires.
Yeah, you say fam. Okay. I don't know if I don't know. I don't get to hear what the Weeknd sounds like. So I don't know if he still has any accents or anything.
Okay, fam. So
I don't know, fam. I can't even do a Weeknd impression.
Yo, shout out to Amari Shakur. You need to call it.
I know.
We want to talk to you, dog.
I'm gonna throw the sound effect on it.
We want to talk to you, Amari Shakur. Come on, okay. Wherever you are.
Let's pay some bills and then we'll get on. We'll get back to some shit, man. I want to give a couple salute to the sponsors over here. Big salute to Gas Packs. Okay, Gas Packs got delivery of some serious gas. That's the package, the green package that you see over there. Let me grab that for the old man. We both old men. Right? Salute to Gas Packs. Okay, they got a pack of the gas over here. Gas Packs has handpicked their cannabis to make sure that they have the top quality for for our smokers. They have lots of growers to make sure that they get the best cannabis in Canada that Canada has to offer. Make sure that they have the barcode thing on the back here, the scanner thing on the back, all right, to make sure that it's real. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Gas Packs Original, all right? And use the code We Love Hip Hop to get a little discount. Also, if you all want to get some more loud, so you know, it's the world's most smoked out podcast, Exotic Hot Pots, okay, they got loud, as well as they got some nice merchandise and stuff too. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA. And they got the barcode on the back of their shit too to make sure it's real. And they got a lot of really dope packaging. All right. Big salute to the sponsors.
Big salute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Remy Ma, her son was arrested for first-degree murder. Now they're saying that it's Nicki Minaj's husband's cousin. All right. Y'all follow that? The people in the audience? Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, is one of his cousins.
Yep.
Now I don't know if this is fact.
No, it's facts.
This is facts.
I dug. It's facts.
Some digging, eh? Let me pull up the news story.
I went into the wormhole, bro.
Because this is kind of wild, and I know this. We'll have a conversation on whether this reflects.
And I'm Natasha Verma.
1 second. We'll have a conversation in a minute on whether this reflects on Remy Ma as a parent, because you're a parent and you can have this conversation, right?
Yeah.
But this is kind of crazy. Before we get into this, big salute to Master Moves Rise. This YouTube premium break is brought to you by Master Moves Rise. Get yourself that We Love Hip Hop collabo collection going on right now. Track suits. All that. We'll be dropping some more shit just now too. And they got a bunch of different things going on their website as well. Hit them up on their Instagram page, master-move-rise. Big salute to Unc.
3-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from a story where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation. As for Jace Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet and has done 6 years in prison on a gun crime. But none of that mattered to the folks that we talked to here in Astoria.
Okay. So that happened. Let me put a picture on here so we can see what he looked like here. That's Papoose. There he is right there. This is when he was younger. So this guy's right now, he's 23. He's 23. He's sitting inside, arrested for murder, right? He hasn't been convicted, so it's innocent until proven guilty.
She had him when he was 16. Holy.
Yeah. And remember, when she went away for the 6 years, they brought this up, right?
Yeah.
He was there the whole time. He was going to visit. Like, she's mentioned this in interviews as well. Now, as a parent, right?
Oh, man.
Does this fall on her, Remy Ma, because of the things that she's went through, or this, she could do as her best to raise him as best as she can, no matter what her past is.
Yeah.
Your kid is going to do what he does.
Yeah, that's one thing. And also your kid should be able to learn from your mistakes if you're in those positions before your kid. Like, I know a lot. They
should.
Yeah, like I know a lot of. I grew up with a lot of people, that their parents may have smoked crack shit. They don't go nowhere near that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they learn from seeing their parent go through those trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To not do it. So like, he should have already seen, your mom killed somebody for $600, bro.
Well, she didn't kill her, but
you know what I'm saying? Shot somebody.
She shot her in the
bum.
I think it was a G, but $600. I heard it was $600.
$600, my nigga.
Goddamn.
Right? Like that who could get that? No. I get you.
It's kind of hard to separate. Like, I understand. Even I heard her say, or I think they were saying in this news story, they don't want people to make it, like, put it together, right? She wants to don't look at what she did to reflect on what her son is doing, right?
No, but where it's reflecting is that now that it's Nicki Minaj's baby husband's
cousin, right?
Cousin. It looks messed up, but this is all some street shit.
Yeah, but that's some goddamn.
That's where it's connected, because remember, Nicki and Remy had beef.
That was the beginning of the We Love Hip Hop podcast. The first thing that happened as a news story for episode 1 was Remy Ma's Sheether. Okay.
Yeah.
So are we finding out now that Sheether has deeper things going on?
Deep messages.
Deeper, darker criminal link. They got beef.
They got it. It's on until your mama crying. You know what I'm saying? They define crews now. Like they
I
trying
didn't even think about that, bro.
No, I did. And when I seen, and like, remember they said killer for hire. Not like, oh, you bumped into him and bow, bow, bow. Like, no.
Nah.
It's like,
there's a conspiracy going on.
Little, come here, little nigga.
Oh, conspiracy.
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, Nicki's not with him anymore.
Really? Oh, another one. Somebody go substantiate that in the comments.
No, it's getting deep. It's getting deep. Like, remember, because of the fact that the government or whoever has to know his address.
Yeah. He's on the list.
Remember, when wherever they live, now everybody knows where Nicki lives. So
that must be annoying too.
So Nicki has had to move now into her own next mansion. You understand?
He has some tea,
right? Yo, fam, and that's where it all is digging.
I forget that you be with a barb too, right? keep you updated on the barb news,
what's
bro.
Going on? So like this shit it's deeper than a mug. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's going on.
I love it.
Yeah, let me know something more.
Oh,
watch what I tell Friday. This one, we're not gonna believe this.
That's deep though, fam.
Deeper than rap.
So Sheether could be like, Sheether could be deeper. We might have to go listen back to Sheether.
Nah, I'm saying Sheether is the beginning of it to let you know, like, yo.
So you think it started from Sheether?
It's deeper. Like she's probably like Remy's probably just missed Nicki by a second.
They probably had beef up over some street shit. Let's say let's put on our tinfoil suits.
Yep.
Right? Tinfoil suit up.
Yep. Boom.
They might have had beef over some street shit from time. We're looking at it from the outside like, oh, you just don't like that she's on top or whatever. You don't know who got shot or whatever in Queens or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then now, and Remy's from the Bronx, right?
Yep.
We don't know what kind of interborough beef could be happening or whatever. We don't know. We just get Sheether. Y'all girls don't like each other. But why? Why don't y'all like each other? I get you now.
Yeah.
And okay, we got that.
Yeah.
What about the reflection? Because I gotta say, I don't want to be one of those people, but if you know that your mom Duke shot somebody over $600, I'm gonna grow up a little different.
No one can hire me to go kill somebody.
Not just that, but I'm gonna be a gangster, dog. I'm sorry. The chances of me being a gangster is gonna be high. My mom shot somebody in the chest over some money.
Yeah, but bro, you live now in a mansion with papoose. Get out of here.
Yeah, but
what are you doing over here?
We didn't always live there. My younger siblings and shit like that. That's all they know.
Yeah, that's all they know.
That's all they know. But I know life,
the gutter.
When I saw my mom Dukes go away, and then I was just on road, and my mom just had half a hit out because she had a feature,
and she was on the big pun album. Yeah.
Like, come on, like how much money was they really making at the time? While she was gone for 6 summers. You know what I'm saying? This nigga probably had to deal with some real shit. And he's like, yo, I'm outside, dog. Like, now when she comes home and then they can go do Love and Hip Hop and the big checks start coming in, like even with Papoose ain't gonna hold down this big nigga, dog. He'll give him some change and shit, but like there's only so much he can monitor this nigga. He's gonna grow up outside.
And he has a father already too.
He already got a daddy. So he's outside while Mom Dukes is inside for popping a chick, fam.
For $600.
That makes a nigga probably grow up different, dog. He's probably like, I'm a gangster. I don't care what my mansion look like right now, dog. I'm from the streets.
Nah, if you have a good role models in your life at that time too.
Who the fuck is your role model? Your Mom Dukes who popped the chick in the chest for 6 pills?
Flip, bro.
The thing is, when it comes to stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
They understand, like, with your situation, like I said, not the chances are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody's gonna fall into that situation, right? There's a lot of people, like you said before, they see their parents or see somebody smoking crack, they're gonna stay completely the opposite of that.
Far away from it.
You know what I'm saying? And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying with this gentleman right here, that didn't happen with him. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Again, it's innocent until proven guilty. But the man's involved into some things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been on road, fam.
Yo, fam, you know what, man? There's a lot of conspiracies behind this entertainment shit that's going on now in this, especially in this year.
Yeah.
A lot of things seem unbelievable, but so believable. Because that's what ran through my mind right now. I'm like, oh, how do we know they didn't go to Remy and be like, yo, listen, you instead of us killing him, you're first because you want to go up to the top. He's gonna go serve some time. Like something plays out. Like I feel like, how are you involved in an M and your mother is this person and you're driving around with Papoose in an expensive flipping ride
on a TV
show, not expecting you do some dumb shit, you gonna go to jail. Like,
no, it's one thing if like the guy got into like what Lil Meech gets into, like, you know, he didn't pay for the jewelry and
you're
it was some
supposed to be in that
and,
shit
like,
because
you're stupid kid.
Yeah,
shit.
you're supposed to be in that.
M or a hit, like, bro, you're involved in some things. Like, even if he's innocent, they got him up.
Can I be real? Looking at him right now from this angle, he already look a little off.
Fam, like I said before, the nigga's mom's been gone for 6 summers.
That's
that
no
time,
excuse. He's already off. He was probably already off. Remember, she had him when her brain wasn't even developed yet.
Yeah, she was doing Annie Up remix when she had this nigga.
Exactly, she was 16.
Talking about bucka 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 bucka.
What the hell?
This nigga grew up only around bucka 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 bucka. You know what I'm saying?
MOP, Maestro Posse, dog.
And they're from the Bronx, dog.
Yeah.
The Bronx is a hard place to come from.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not trying to throw the man any bail, right? If he murked the man, like if he's guilty, you know, it is what it is, right? But I can understand his circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
I can't, because you're still in a good light of role models and stuff that you had around you. Like your mom you had Fat Joe. He really helped her too. He was not.
Yes.
Right? Like, yo, you screwed up, my man.
But
you screwed up, my man.
No, don't get me wrong. He screwed up.
I can't accept his behavior because of the fact that most kids don't even have a fighting chance.
You don't got Fat Joe and all them around you.
Yeah, you didn't have a fighting chance, and then you had one. Your mom got one. She was the one with no fighting chance.
Yeah.
So her actions being when she went further, getting used to this person that she was becoming, she's still doing things that her brain wasn't developed yet to know that this is right from wrong, right? And I'm gonna fuck shit up. Now, you being like, okay, you may have been in the projects with her when you were first born, but I get in the 2 year span, you were in a condo. Come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was
during the time when she was away?
No, during the time when she was away, he was with Papoose. He has another father. I dug deep. He has a father that's kind of out there.
So you're saying that he had guidance, he had supervision around him.
He has more supervision. He's not supposed to be involved in none of this. Where did they lose the supervision? That's what you need to be asking.
You know what? I hope that this didn't come after they started doing Love and Hip Hop. Like you start getting, you know, like some of these kids they don't need to be involved, and now all of a sudden they're famous and they're involved in the street. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
That's what's happening. So you probably see when Papoose is driving him right now. That's where Papoose was probably already telling him, like, yo, what are you doing? You know,
yeah. Don't get in trouble, bro.
You from New York, nigga. You know, most New York niggas don't come back when they come to Cali, right? All right. Settle down.
Yeah.
Then they flew him back out there. He goes and hooks up with his cousin Ray Ray. And Ray Ray into a whole bunch of mess. He gave Ray Ray 10 grand probably because he can get money very easily. And they drug dealers.
There's a lot of influence around you too when you are the only guy
with money.
And then you
little bit of money.
And the thing is, like, you want to make friends.
Yeah.
But not everybody your friends don't have that kind of opportunities and stuff, right?
No.
But you still want to be cool. So now you be coming around all these guys who got no money. And you're like, yo, don't worry, I got you. I'll pay for the food. And they probably started extorting this little nigga, bro.
That too. And all he had to do was call his mom and be like, yo, some niggas extorting. Should have been like, what? Bucka.
Not extorting him in the way where it's like, yo, give me your money, little nigga. Like, no. He doesn't know that they only keep him around
for
because
that.
He provides shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom's Remy. Your mother's Remy Ma.
We want to go to the Knicks game tonight. He's like, yeah, word.
I can make that happen.
You know, Carlos, he's just
T.I.'s son got the same problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
he's standing on business.
Yeah, but see, with him now, he live in a gun-carrying token state.
Yeah.
So him carrying and token around a strizzy is a serious mental issue we got on our hands right now.
Yo, fam, think you just put a vision in my head. That little nigga right there, that looks like blonde hair. Yeah, he's walking around strapped.
Strapped, bro.
He's in a state where you can walk around strapped.
Yeah.
If you walk up on King, he'll lay you down.
He's probably already laid something down. And they've probably fought to keep it out of the news.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You gotta lay something down, call the police, be like, sorry, officer, I had to defend myself. Like, you could do that in those states, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a body over here in my backyard. Can you hurry up? He's bleeding all over my shit.
Maybe we could save him.
Hurry up, please, because I got, the game's gonna be on in half an hour. Like, come on, man.
Trying to get out of here. I got a show to do.
Stupid ass intruders.
Right? But really, he brought him there to smoke him. You know what I mean? Like, this
Y'all
kid, though.
Mess around with King if you want.
This kid, though, you could kind of see in his eyes that he already got some issues.
He's gone.
I already see it. He right there, he looked like he on a perk 30 and a couple blunts, right? And he looking at Papoose like,
shut the
hell up, nigga. You soft. My mom playing you.
Take your little lyrical alphabet shit.
Yeah, like keep taking care of us, nigga. It's your new deal over at what's that place called? TuneCore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he's in a different state of mind, right? So, yeah, he could be going through the God syndrome. No one can touch me.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, yo, we gonna do this and get away with it, son. Like, what?
I don't know, bro. I just see this. What's his name? Jason? Like, bro, like, that's a wild thing for this guy to be involved with. Your mom to be this, and your dad to be this popping. Like, this is hip hop royalty. These are, what do they call it? The black excellence, or what was it?
Black boule of hip hop.
They called it something, black love.
Black love.
That was
they're black love.
They coined that phrase, black love.
But look at them, they've messed up, man.
And now, Easy, the Black Captain is smashing Remy Ma.
No, but you see how all the bad vibes start to go down?
Oh,
she went and took some outside dick, and then outside dick can make you sick. Because at the end of the day, that's when shit starts to flip. You don't even know what could happen. You don't even know.
Her relationship gets exposed.
Yeah.
And now her son is
in jail for M. What's next?
Wow.
Your kid drowns in a pool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they start getting at you. I don't know if it's them or if it's just God or if it's just your energy.
Well, they say things come in threes, right? Bad things come in threes.
Yeah, but what it is with them is like whatever God you were praying to before it ran out.
Yeah.
Your luck ran out. Whatever obia or whatever the shit you guys practice ran out.
He's sending those prayers to the spam.
Yeah, because you know what? The way it starts hitting you, it's like it starts taking from you so fast. You're like, bro, I was just rich 2 days ago.
Yeah. Shit could flip. You could be on top of the world. You're on a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was on multiple TV shows.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, like, her whole relationship's in an array, and your kid is like facing time.
And one thing about people, like real business, even women or men, doesn't matter what company it could be for, once they hear infidelity, they drop you.
Yeah.
I don't do no business with a cheating ass nigga.
Yeah.
If you cheating on I can't trust you. You'll snake me for the littlest thing. You snaking your own bitch for a next piece of pussy that's for free.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You snake me for more. You know what I mean? So when companies see that, they get very weary of that, because then it shows that what else are you into?
It's bad for business.
Yeah, who are we putting our money into now?
Yeah.
Because I remember she was supposed to be at, I think, was it Hot 97 or something like that, or one of those, or Breakfast. Wasn't she supposed to be at Breakfast Club somewhere?
I know she was doing State of the Culture with Joe Budden and them, but that was like on Revolt. But that got kiboshed because it just wasn't working during the pandemic and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's not that much of a star.
Yeah, we don't really see her around too much neither right now, except for her battle rap.
Now, but see, that's the only thing. And then you went and got with that nigga, and your life went down. Yeah. You got this president of TuneCore, who's really your baby dad.
Yeah,
that's about to make multi-millions. He's doing some Jay-Z shit because he got Jay-Z in his ear for sure.
No, he's hanging out now. He's in the offices. He's behind those velvet ropes he never was before. Yeah.
Trying to get you there with your smeasly ass. And then after this is what you do? Damn. You're going to see your life start to go in a whirlwind, or whatever they call it.
Downward spiral. Yeah.
Downward spiral of bullshit, because you took some outside dick. That outside dick made these hoes sick. That's an old Soldier Slim line. Watch out.
Pray for Remy Ma, man.
I ain't praying for her. I ain't praying for her, dog.
Well, listen, man.
I pray for her son. You want to know why?
Yes. Pray for homie. If he didn't do it, like
and for the victim's family too.
Yes. R.I.P. to the victim.
Yeah.
Big salute to this episode's sponsor, Gas Packs. Gas Packs has handpicked their cannabis to make sure it is the top quality for our smokers. We have a lot of growers to make sure that we get all of the best cannabis Canada has to offer. Make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Gas Packs Original. And when purchasing, make sure that you have the barcode on the back to scan to make sure that it's real. Once again, hit them up on their Instagram page, Gas Packs Original, and you can use the code WeLoveHipHop to get a discount on anything on the menu. They have delivery all over the GTA and some of the finest loud. Once again, hit them up on their Instagram page, Gas Packs Original. Now let's get back to the show. Cheers. Listen to this episode's sponsor, Exotic Hot Pots, with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers. Yeah, bro. Let's move on from this one here. That's hilarious. Versus is coming back.
Wait, word.
Now they're saying it's Verzuz is linking up with Elon and X or Twitter or whatever.
So it's gonna be rock and roll and everything now.
Right now, this is a post from the Verzuz Twitter. It says it's official. #Verzuz is back 100% black owned again. Let's give the people what they've been missing. And we also building new enterprise business on the X platform. Okay, so who should we kick it off with? Kick off the show. Let's go. And then there's a picture here with the boy Elon. All right, there's a whole article in Variety about it.
That's not Swiss Beats, is it?
It's Swiss Beats and Timbo. Right?
Yeah.
The guys who started this whole thing.
Yeah. Just he has a cup in front of his face like I eat it.
I know, right?
And he's very short.
Picture.
And Timberland's very short if you guys are really taking it in right now.
No. We got to blame the they must have had other pictures. They have another picture without Timbo covering his face. Come on, fam. You could have picked a better one than that. But what do you think? It's going to be on X. They're going to stream it there. You can watch it for free.
I'm cool with that.
Are you looking forward to it? Are you waiting for a Verzuz?
Yeah, because if it, like, imagine like Bryan Adams versus Bon Jovi.
Oh, you're going there.
Bro, I don't care if it's black owned. You guys I want to see shit. You know what I mean? Like OJ's verse. Like, you know what I mean?
Go outside of hip hop. Well, they already go outside of hip hop.
Yeah,
but outside of the culture. Even.
Outside of the culture.
Bryan Adams versus somebody.
You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
Gwen Stefani versus Cher.
Yeah.
I will watch that.
That'd be kind of crazy still if they really take it big.
I would watch that. I might have to shoot these guys an idea. They probably weren't even thinking like that. Because they're like black owned. I'm like, nah.
Like, who do we want to see?
Yeah.
They did a lot of verses.
Yo.
Like who you?
I would want to see Kiss versus Metallica. I know I'm going a little outside the culture, but it's not because that shit's still ours. You know what I'm saying? That rock and roll.
We've already seen almost all the matches that we wanted to see
when it comes to the hip hop thing.
Like they did Verzuz for a while, fam.
Yeah.
Like I actually wasn't even thinking about Verzuz until they made this announcement right now. You know what I'm saying? I think it kind of ran its course in my opinion.
No, because there's so many groups that everyone says they're better than that group. You know what I mean? Like 112 versus Jagged Edge.
They did that.
That's what I'm saying.
It was trash, though.
It was trash.
Yeah.
Them niggas can't sing no more. They out of shape.
And I think they did it on Zoom at the time. I don't think they did it in person.
Yeah.
Because remember, there was a whole bunch of verses that wasn't in person because it was during the pandemic. Right?
Yeah.
And then they evolved it. They started doing the in-person when you started seeing like 2 Chainz. No, when Beanie Man
and Bounty Killer.
That was the first one I think they did in person in Jamaica.
That was wicked.
Right? And then it started evolving. Then they went to Triller for a while.
Yeah.
And then that's when it started going down. People were like, nah.
Yeah, like it was coming on and you didn't even know there was a Verzuz.
Exactly. This is why like they stopped announcing any new verses.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just disappeared. Other shit happens that we, Diddy, everybody starts having cases. Nobody's like, okay, what's the next verse?
I think there was supposed to be a Chris Brown versus who? Drake or Chris Brown versus?
I think they were calling for Chris Brown versus Usher.
Or Soulja Boy. Or Usher. Yeah. Usher.
Yeah. No, him and Soulja Boy were supposed to fight. Okay.
I see. Chris Brown would have went bipolar on his ass.
Right. But there's still verses, I guess, in the culture
that
we could look forward to. Like Busta Rhymes never went against nobody.
Oh, but you know who Busta Rhymes would have to go against?
Who?
Missy Elliott.
This is what everybody says. But I don't agree.
No, why? Because she's a woman?
No, because people are looking at it because they have such crazy visuals. But are you going to go do a visuals versus, or are we going to do like song for song?
No, but their songs were still as good as their visuals. It's just that because their songs were so good, they had to have elaborate visuals, bro.
I feel like Busta needs to go up in front of another lyrical guy or girl. Could be a girl too, but
the only girl it would be is Missy.
I guess they both make party music still.
In that sense?
No, because all of Busta's big tunes are all party tunes. No matter how much he's supposed to be a lyrical guy.
But he was lyrical with the party tunes.
Yeah.
On the party tunes.
And Missy was more just...
So what you're saying, yo? With that 9 minute, yo.
I don't want to say this about Busta because I said it about before. Not lyrical, in my opinion. I think he has amazing flows. Busta don't be saying shit in the lyrics.
You're an asshole.
Salute to you, Busta Rhymes.
Yo,
right?
What are you talking about?
There's no double entendres or anything in Busta's lyrics.
Yes, he does.
Okay, side topic, no side
Hit
topic.
you with no delay, and so what you saying?
Hit you with no delay, and so what you saying?
Yeah, man.
That's not a double entendre.
I know,
that's
but
not a simile.
But see, that's not a flow neither, because the flow would more sound like that was like his rhyme scheme to
that's
me.
What his rhyme schemes and his flows is kind of the same thing, but different. I understand.
Yeah.
But like right? I understand. I'm just taking the words out, and the flow is amazing. You know, setting it to B.I.G. Like those are all friggin' dope lyrics. Okay?
Yo.
But
dope.
Has Busta ever given you a quotable? Where you're like,
on the Chris Brown. When he sped up.
That's flow. Lyrically,
play that shit.
I'll play it.
Play that shit.
I will play it. And you know what I'll do? I'll do you one extra. I'll play the lyric video.
Oh, you sat down here and studied that shit.
No. This is just as a Busta fan.
Yeah,
I'm saying this as a Busta fan because I'll go to Busta concerts. Busta is the best performer out of all of the rappers. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Okay? But when you break down what's going on in the lyrics, it's not to say that Busta never says anything. Okay, I remember he had the whole 5 years left and all that, but he never gets in depth into anything. Like it's just flows and just words.
But remember, he was part of the leaders of the new school. They were all about flows.
Yeah,
right. So I guess it's just another case of that. Oh man, that was that shit. What are you talking about, cuz?
Okay, here we go.
No.
Busta Chris lyrics. See, they got these new things here now. Super lit lyrics. What? I won't ever stop because you know I got. Okay, so let's stop.
I won't ever stop because you know I gotta.
Because I'm feeling like I'm running, and I'm feeling like I gotta get away.
Like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't.
Better know that I don't and I won't because I won't. Because you know that I never stop and I win every day. Where's the bars?
Keep going.
Never stop because you know when to stop, man. Every time.
Those are not bars, fam. He's going crazy. His flow is going crazy. Nobody can do what Busta's doing right there. Like the way he's speeding it up, and like even when he does live on stage, he doesn't even need a hype man.
But that was so he dumbed it down for us, for us to understand that with the explosive flow.
He didn't dumb it down, bro. This is Busta's MO all day,
no, bro.
Then I gotta shut it. Any little thing about it.
He's taking the words and he's actually extending the words to make them longer words. So he's not even using full bars.
Doubled the word, like really.
Like, so he's not even like, there's no room for a punchline in there. There's no punchlines. Busta, and this is with all due respect to Busta, because he might come here and punch me in the face, all right? But Busta Rhymes has been getting away with flow patterns for years with zero punchlines.
He's been getting away with lyrical flow murder.
With no knife.
I gotta do a lot of things to make it clearer to again.
I gotta get it and again and again. Where is the bar?
Family, I don't know. I don't know.
The thing is, niggas don't be breaking it down. They're just shaking it.
They're
enjoying themselves. It's for the party. You're not supposed to break it down. But people be like, Busta Rhymes is one of the top tier lyricists in the game. I'm like, is he?
I don't like how you're breaking down my guy right now.
I'm like sorry, bro. Still. I'm a hip hop head, bro.
I know, me too, and I don't like how you did that.
You know, I just
go one more time. Let me see.
Want to hear some more?
And I be doing it on my style.
I be doing it to the death, and niggas move a little foul, so they call a little ref. Bar.
Okay, keep going.
Bar. All right? Move a little foul, so they gotta call a ref. Bar. Okay. Thank you.
Niggas know that I'm the best and I bang.
Niggas know that I'm the best and I be banging on my chest. Where's the bar?
Let's go.
So what would you call this? A lyrical exorcism?
It's not a lyrical exorcism. It's just a flow. He's beating you to death with the flow.
So I gotta sit here. The words were very, very like, I can see where he went basic with the rhyme schemes, like with the words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I can see why, because imagine him trying to put some big ass words in there at the fast pace that he's trying to rap it at. It wouldn't have worked. He probably wrote this shit a million times before he really got it. And until he got it, it was like, oh, I gotta double it, like really, really.
It's just basically, it's word soup, bro. It's just like this words, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool words. He's making them sound cool, and the flow immaculate.
Yeah,
right. Especially when he stops and goes faster. Amazing. Like I said, nobody else can do that. But what is he actually saying inside of the bars? You know what I'm saying? I could play you Break Your Neck. And then we'll get off of Busta Rhymes' neck, because
yo.
Pause. This is just party dance, right?
Yeah, why not? No, I like this shit.
No, it's cool. I don't hate it. I love these songs. But when people are like, Busta Rhymes is the lyrical mastermind,
but
he's a flow mastermind.
No, but he kind of is, because at the end of the day, he figured out mathematically and musically.
There's a lot of math, yeah.
Trust me, how to make me say that. Like, how to make me say he's the best lyrical guy. Because he figured out technically what is his style.
Yeah.
And his style is very basic, sounding complicated, but it worked. For me, this works. Like, I should have really took more pages out of this nigga's book.
But you see how he kind of like pulled the veil, like, you thought he was going super complex, but when you really break it down, he ain't said shit. It just sounds complicated.
Yeah, and it's because of the flow that now he created.
Dazzling, bro. It's like, whoa, that flow's amazing. But if you break down the lyrics, he ain't said shit, bro. Busta just having fun. He just like, nigga, no. Down is, and listen, this is me getting super nerdy now. Down is Busta Rhymes' go-to word. Let me break it down and take it down, take it down, break it down.
Yeah,
you can make a whole Busta Rhymes verse off of that.
Don't do this right now. I don't like how you.
Okay, let me get off of this. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Okay,
get off of this one, bro. I don't like how you just did that, fam.
I'm sorry.
I really don't like it.
I'm afraid of getting into this last conversation.
My child.
No, I'm sorry. That was a bad side mission, bro. I don't know how much camera energy we have here left, but listen. Quick last topic here.
Yeah,
and I need you to tread lightly, because I know how you can get when it comes to racial topics.
Yeah, I'm borderline racist. At least I'm honest, because I as long as they're honest with me, I can be honest with them.
I did a reaction to a video about the Talk to Things thing, about the black and brown issue, right? The immigration thing that's been going on, and how there's been like a conflict between black and brown. Is that a true thing, or is it like that's an internet thing?
No, you know what? I work for one of the. I'm not even gonna say it, but
don't say it, but like you work around people,
some important people, and majority of them that have taken over the jobs that used to be for white men and black men are now Indian, right? If you know the history of Indians, that is not the real word that you call them. Okay, their country was formed in, I think, either 1949 or 1979. It used to be the old Hindustan. So a lot of them are they would rather be called Punjab, Sikh, or You know what I mean?
Whatever they basically they rep. Yeah.
Right? They're Hindus. Right? So it's a little different. It's an experiment that Canada is doing.
Interesting. Break it down.
Okay. Canada knows that bringing these immigrants, which Trudeau was like, oh, we need 500,000 immigrants a year now, right? Because he knows what it was going to do to the real Canadians that were born first generation here. It was going to make it where we have to rely on him because we don't work for minimum wage. We go to school, which we get free education here to get us into jobs that have better placements, right? They're coming here on a green card, so they'll take a job. Remember, Tim Hortons and those places now are what the hell do they know about coffee? Yeah. What the hell do they know about making donuts, right? Unless they went to school for pastry chef. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of jobs are being taken up, but they're not being taken in by the right people because of the fact of the lack of communication.
Hold on. Let's not say right people, but like it's not evenly distributed anymore.
Well, can't say that because technically what it is that we're expecting too much. Like the people, like I'm going to be real.
Like people who were born here and all
we're
that.
Expecting a lot too much when really we had it. When we had it for anybody. I feel bad for the kids who are like in grade 8 right now or grade 9 or about to come out of high school. They're the ones who are competing with somebody from another country who actually had better educational training than you.
I get you. I get where you're going.
Right.
We're kind of once upon a time we had it made, but we were acting too super privileged.
Thank you. And that's where they came and they'll take your job for $18 now and make good use of it because of the fact that their $500 will stretch further than our $1,000.
And I'll even take it further. Like I noticed that coming from Montreal, like let's say if we're just talking about Toronto in a bubble, not the whole of Canada, because I know this is an issue that is going on across Canada. Yeah. But let's just talk about Toronto. When I first got here in the 90s, I was like, there's so much opportunity. Yeah. But I noticed that a lot of the people that like I knew that were like born and raised here didn't have the same kind of like
drive.
Yeah, like I was like, holy shit, didn't you know you can get money over here? Oh my God, there's some money over here. Oh my God. And people didn't see that. And I was like, yo, fam, let's get some bread. So, and then I came here, I knew how to speak French when I had to get into the job market. Boom, got a job speaking French and all that. I started noticing not being from here is actually a bonus.
It's a bonus.
That's a mad thing, dog. When you're thinking about that now, when you start adding immigration to it. Yeah. I'm just from down the road, 600 kilometers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've seen that as somebody just coming from Montreal to here. Imagine you coming from another country and you're like, oh, y'all niggas ain't taking advantage of all this shit?
Yeah.
What?
But see, they're taking advantage of it now and then they're posting it like they're going to the food bank. They're taking, like, the food banks are for, honestly, single parent homes and you know what I mean?
Low but income. Only now, over the last few years, we started seeing some of those single family homes, like certain people even go into the food banks. A lot of people have too much pride to go in there, dog.
Yeah, I know. But at the end of the day, now these people are certain group of people are coming and they're using it, but they're saying this is how you get free food in our country. Yeah, that is a slap in the face of a Canadian who has been born here and who has had to wake up every day and go to their 9 to 5, whether they were poor, rich, or in the mud, whatever. Yeah. Right? Like, so it's the fact that, okay, why there's a brown versus black? Because they think we're giving them the credit of being the new black, and we shouldn't.
I don't agree with that either.
They're not nowhere near us. One thing you guys have to understand is they are mixed people. They're mixed with white, right? A lot of them, right? Indian, the Hindustani people. They're not us. They may like wear the same brown color and everything, but who cares about their opinion of us? It's the fact that they're sticking together.
And they don't get the stereotype that we get. Okay.
No, they do.
There are some Indian gangsters.
Yeah, they're thieves now. Them stink now. They this and that. They go through it worse.
They have their own stereotypes.
Yeah.
But the whole black man is a threat or black woman is an angry person.
Oh, they're told to call the cops on us.
Yes. And that resonates whether you're an Indian person, white person, whatever, that goes across all the races. This is how they feel about us. So to say that Indian people are the new black people, no, they're not. Because then when an Indian guy walks into a store and a black guy walks into a store, you're still looking at the black guy to make sure he don't steal.
Yeah, I really didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Stealing.
You're still checking to see if the black guy got a gun on him, if he got a hoodie on.
Yeah.
Not the Indian guy. So we can never say that they're the new black guy.
No.
Or they're the new black people.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but where they are gonna be ahead, I'll give them this. There will be 10 of them in one home. See, in our culture, we're taught by the time we're 18, 19, we
get out. Why aren't you out already?
So we're not installing in our kids.
Why aren't you being a man? You should be outside already. What you mean? I'm just 18, fam. What are you talking about? I don't even know how to piss straight in the toilet yet, bro.
They're not telling Goodman. They're not telling Goodman to leave the house, bro. No. They're telling Goodman to go to school, save your money. By the time you get married, you have a house.
Now you and Shorty go and leave and go share a house together instead of going and busting your ass by yourself by the time you're 17, 18, and then you can't even save $1.
So that's where that's where the anger and the outlook from both.
Because we ain't raising our kids the same way they did. That's our problem.
Well, then we can't complain about it because like I'd want us to all shut up. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at them now and telling my kids, you ain't leaving this house. I'm looking at them and saying, no, you're gonna stay until you get ahead. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, listen, you're somebody who's raising a family. Yeah, you're instilling the values in them, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are on some fuckery. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they just let the youths do whatever they want.
For sure.
Them people, or not them people, I won't say that, but a lot of Indian people, they're very much on their culture and
for sure
history and
for sure.
I'm not using the heritage and stuff like that, right?
For sure.
So like they're raising their families differently. They're not just, if their kids just end up going wayward,
that's on them.
That's super on them because the way that they raised them, they're like, yo, you need to be in school. If we did the same thing, maybe we would not get the same stereotypes.
Thank you. But they're getting it now. A lot of them are being locked up for smuggling cocaine. A lot of them are being locked up for doing these little scams and shit.
But those guys fly under the radar because when you find out that them niggas is gangsters, they're like usually at school or some shit, like just some college or university student. Granted. And you find out that these guys are gangsters. Us, you could see the gangster on us, bro.
Right away. We want you to know we a gangster. What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? We got the chains. We could doing everything to show that we're gangsters, right? Them niggas go under the radar.
They wear their
turban.
Be
in BC, turban up, in class with a button-up shirt, 10 keys in the crib.
Yeah, armpit smelling.
You know what I'm saying? Or not, because they're super fresh. They got bare money. The niggas whose armpits are smelling is the ones who still broke. Yeah, there's a lot of these niggas who come here and they get money.
They get money.
And that,
I know the ones that are born here. Those are my niggas. Like,
and that's a stereotype too, because I be around a lot of different South Asian people.
And they're nice, man.
And ain't nobody stinking
smelling.
In the
no, bro. Remember who my brethrens are, right? Like some of the biggest Punjab rappers. They're more swaggy than
fresh than a lot of these
half of these rappers that I've been around in the industry with their Nike Tech whatever, the blood clot, the way them stink. Frozy. I have to be like, yo, bro, you came outside like that? How many days you been out here smelling like that?
Like, listen, I understand they don't like us and we don't like them mentality.
I don't think
that's I think part of that is the internet.
And I think it's the new ones that came here and never seen one before, because I interact with the fresh ones, like right off the boat, that are like green card. I give them jobs, right? So when I'm speaking to them and they're like, yo, I can barely understand them, but they're speaking English. And then as the weeks go on, I literally see the improvement in their language, in the language barrier. They start speaking more as the year goes on.
Bro. That's amazing. Imagine, go do the reverse, fam. Like, that's not easy, fam.
That's not easy. One of them have told me, they're like, first time I've ever seen a black guy. Yeah. I had to look at them and be like, yo, are you serious?
Like, in person, fam.
I go, yeah. And he goes, rap video, that's so, they love us. Don't ever trip. But at the end of the day, it's the ones that just come, that are coming from some back bush places out there that have never seen us here. So they get the pamphlet that says not to trust us here. Like, I've been in a couple altercations with some, and the first thing they drawed for on me was, I will call the police. I said, that's what them teach you. fucking do it. That's what they taught you to do it. To say to me, I'm not scared of the police. Didn't they not tell you that? Right? So then they get weary of me.
Tell me that part.
They didn't tell you that part, eh? Black people really ain't scared of them no more. You know what I'm saying? So mind your step with me. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
and the ones that are walking around like they're Sidhu Masala, like the ones like those, they're tough guys, whatever. I just ignore them. You know what I mean?
Stay out of their way.
Yeah, I just stay out of their way. The ones with the mustache and thing like that. Not for them have a cuss all time, bro.
I've seen enough YouTube videos to know. Just stay out the way. Those guys will lay you down, bro.
Yeah, they get busy. They get busy.
Pull out the sword, pull out the whip.
Yeah, they get all that. Yeah, they get busy. They get busy. So, but what it is like it's like when Somalians first came here too. They had to fight for their rights. Now.
Yeah.
They had to fight to show, we're not no punks. When they were getting punked off by certain Caribbean culture, getting punked off by certain people, even getting punked off by their own Somali people. That the fresh ones that are here from the ones who've been here longer. They get punked off.
They showed out.
They had to show out.
They showed out.
Okay, so this is what's happening. Every so often we get a new crowd of immigrants that come to our country, and we get to see what was going on really in theirs by them coming here. And I'm starting to enjoy the experience of it, because I'm in my head, I'm like, are they aliens? How long are they going to be here for? Are they just going to jump up one day and we just wake up and they're all gone back to their country because they came here to get what? No,
I think they're going to start adding more different countries. We're expected to have like another
Ukraine.
3 million people.
We're about to have the biggest seas coming here soon too, which is Ukraine.
I'm going to take that word out there.
Sorry, but no, you know how I get.
No,
down.
I know. I understand.
We're about to see them here.
Yeah.
And they are the biggest ones. So be prepared. You guys think the Indians hate us? Woo!
Yeah.
Be prepared for those real arrows.
The residue that's going to happen from the different wars and stuff that has happened over the last few years. We're going to see a lot of people who grew up here that might not like us as much as we want them to be living all in the same place.
Thank you. But them knowing we're here first. But at the end of the day, they're gonna feel they have the right, because of the fact that they're given things ahead of you. Like they'll be looking at you like, how come you live in an apartment and you were born here, but I just came here and I have a house?
Yeah.
Right? Because motherfucker, when you come here now, you have a whole new credit line. I don't even think your old credit line followed you.
Yeah.
I believe they're wiping out their credit line, give them a new credit. You get like a fresh start. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go get the house, but we're going to jack your interest. They don't know what's happening to them. A lot of them are getting taxed on the interest rate.
They don't know there's the okie doke on them too.
Yeah, there's a big okie doke, because when I'm speaking to the Indian man, them too at my work, and they're here for their schooling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They can't even do over a certain amount of hours. You understand? So I sufferation them I got through. A lot of them don't want to be here no more. They're like, okay, I'll stay here for the summer, but they do winter, out of here.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing too. Feeling these Canadian winters, bro.
Yeah. So you got to see it like they're experiencing what we're experiencing too. They're noticing the price of food is high.
Mm-hmm.
They're only making, let's say, enough of them are only making $18 at any job they're at.
Yeah, because taking the minimum wage jobs.
Because they're taking anything, right?
Yeah.
So they're not the new black, because black man black man went to school to become mechanics. We did stuff too. Yeah, here and there. Back in the 80s and 90s, you'd see us in the McDonald's, the KFCs, and all that shit. You know what I mean?
We're still there, but like,
no, you see,
not as much.
No, you could actually tell who's there now by who owns it.
Yeah.
You go to Tim Hortons right now, they're all, remember, they group together these groups now. They group together their money from the churches and the mosques and all these things. They go and they buy a Tim Hortons, and now they supplied you a job. Yeah. So when you're getting off of the plane, you know they're
jobs. You already knew before you got off the plane, I'm going to go work at this Tim's.
And then what it is, it's a tax write-off for the big dogs. I don't even want to give the game away. I know some secret perks for what's going on right now with what they're doing to the Indian man, bro. It's stupid. It's a perk for the man who owns the thing.
Yeah, they're getting
bamboozled
on the back end, hardcore.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Enough of them I drive truck and I bring things over.
A lot of these guys are gonna start becoming part of the street culture.
And a lot of them, you're just gonna see them start going to the jails. The whole West, whole East, you're gonna see them all in the jails, and let's see if they can handle it then. Because now we're gone.
That's gonna start changing too.
Watch,
the more immigration of people that come from, we're talking specifically like South Asian countries or India, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be in the job market. Not everybody's going to be a doctor, or not everybody's going to be driving Uber.
Nope.
Some of these niggas going to be in the trap.
Yep.
And then the jail's going to start looking different.
The jails are going to start looking different. They already are.
I don't want to know, but
especially
I can
in the
imagine.
West, especially in the West, the Brampton and all that. Yeah. A lot of them are getting caught for cocaine. If you see any of these guys getting stopped on the thing right
there's
now,
probably bare brown mans on the range.
Brown mans in the range right now getting fubbed.
Yikes.
Big fudu. You have to tell the man stop being a fudu.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I just wanted to pick your brain on that subject because it's been a subject that's been rolling around.
Yeah, but
and people have been like passionate about it, bro.
Yeah, I know, but see, that's the bad thing. You're showing your ass by like that's how they felt about. I was talking to a man who was 88 years of age. Okay, he's been in Canada for 70 years of his life.
That's crazy,
right? He told me it's the same thing from when we first got here. They didn't want us here neither. Don't do the same thing.
Yeah, don't perpetuate the cycle.
Don't perpetuate the same thing, my people. Like, honestly, fam, just be glad that these people didn't go through what we went through. They erased our shit, okay? They done everything to us. They killed us. They did everything to us to make us not even be able to make kids or nothing no more, right? Yeah. They didn't go through it. They're coming from war-torn, less of like less material, like, but they're farmers. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but they're coming from a different atmosphere of a world from us, right? So they didn't wear on no slave ships. You understand? But they did have the white man come there and erase them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they share a little
history too.
Yeah, they have their history. So we have to see it for what it is. I don't think they hate us. It's what they've been told about us.
They hate the stereotype of us.
But they don't even hate nothing. They just understand. They don't know nothing. They're going by what they're being told. So imagine back in the day, you had in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s when they still had taxi cabs and mans used to run off on them. Mans used to, how many taxi men get killed by a black man? Enough.
Yeah, and then it starts to become a stereotype.
Then
too.
It's like, my nig, like, you know what I mean? And then you're calling back, the Indian man's calling back his family in India saying, he's driving cab and black man killed him. Two black guys shot him. Robbed him and took all the family's money and
Yeah.
Bro, what do you think someone's gonna have for us?
You ain't wrong, bro.
Of course, bro. They're coming from a place where millions of people.
Billions
of people, they basically live on top of each other.
Yeah.
To survive. You know?
Yeah.
A difference, they're different from us, but they're not too far from us too.
No, we got to
because I think they were in the slave trade too, eh?
No, they were.
They were in the slave trade after us.
Yeah.
So if you're not looking at it, there are new slaves. That's fucked up too. Sorry to swear, but that's messed up too because they're only working for $18 because you cannot make a person work for nothing no more.
Yeah.
It's a world rule.
Yeah.
So, but I will give you a minimum of a wage, even if you're more experienced. Some of these people are doctors from their country, but now work at Walmart.
And these are the people that are documented on paper that are getting the $18 an hour. I'm sure there's bare people who are not getting $18 an hour off the books. Yeah. I'll give it $15 an hour cash straight to your EMT that shit right to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We could have it on a paper trail, but it'll just be like bank transfers or whatever. Yeah,
they give you a certain amount of hours. They give you 30 hours for the week and then off the books.
Stay under 40. Boom, send you that money.
Yeah, and then I'll give you something off the books if you do over.
Yeah, right? Or I'll just pay you right in cash.
Yeah,
right.
That's how they got it. So now they're living off of their $500 will stretch because I'm in a room. I share a room with a person with 3 people.
Yeah,
at $200 a person.
Yeah,
right.
Making a G a week.
But I'm going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where we get off, like, kind of being, man. Like if black people are having a problem with these people coming here and making good for themselves, no, we're idiots to even look at them wrong.
Wow. Yo. I was listen, fam. I approached this. I jumped in this topic, and I was like, I know, Dusty. Sometimes you're not. I don't say racist. You're pro-black.
But I love my white girls. And I love my white white people. Yeah. And I love all walks of life, right? But I'm saying to me, I can understand life. I understand the life, right? Because when I talked to an older man the other day, and he told me we were once them, but they could never be us. That's all he said. He made it clear. We were once them. No one wanted us here. Right? Don't be like that. Don't be like, now see, white man is our best friend.
Yeah.
We should be saying to them too, go F themselves, because they didn't want us here neither.
Yeah, don't try to unify with us in solidarity with racism. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at them Indian guys. Like, no, shut up, bro.
That's the only time they talk to me now.
Don't make me elbow you, fam.
No, that's the only time they have something in common with me now.
Yeah.
And I don't give them that.
Like, we don't have racism in common. Get out of here.
No. And I also tell them, no, these are very good people. I love them. Just some of them aren't the best. It's just with everybody.
No, because they want to nudge you on the shoulder, but who knows what they say when you ain't around now.
They've already said everything. Is just that
the hard ER they're giving you.
But now I don't bother them as much anymore.
Yeah, but you're still when the doors are closed, you're still with the hard ER. Bro.
I get the hard ER.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they get the PACKY.
Yeah. But you see what happens is they'll nudge you at the gas station and be like, oh, there's a lot of these guys in this country, right? And then when they get home and they're laughing about it with their white wife, they'll be like, even in agreed.
Nope, I didn't. They're gonna tell you, like, man, I met one that was kind of like really on their side today. I don't know, because I'm around like coming from the West End. I'm around a lot of them, bro, and a lot of them. Yo, one of my first babysitters when I was in the 80s was an Indian lady, bro. Nicest Indian lady, and I knew her sons and everything. Even when I grew up older, I would still see the sons around and I'd still talk to them.
Yeah.
And yo, when they speak to me, they're rude boys. They weren't no like, no. They're talking like the man them.
You're the man them. No, but when you grow up in an environment, like eventually, if you're hanging out with the man them, you're the man them.
You're the man them, bro.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, see, with the similarity of the food, like our curry is different from theirs. You know, I love butter chicken. I love tikka masala. I love those things.
Yeah.
But to say to eat, I'm not as present. Like, I don't think all of it is presentable to me. Right?
But then they probably say the same thing on the other end.
No way.
Like,
our food is the best food in the world.
Come on, you're being biased. They probably look at some of, like, I'll even say as a Bajan, they look at like some cuckoo. I ain't even eating that shit.
No, I ain't eating that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you put that in front of somebody else, even like people from other countries, they'd be like, what are y'all eating? Pudding and sauce?
Yeah.
What are y'all eating?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of pig's feet and then some the sauce, or not the pudding, the blood pudding, like nah, bro. I'm not eating that. So
and
like
the pig feet look white still.
Yes. So you go put that in front of some Indian youth and they're like, this is what y'all eating over there?
I don't think they eat beef. They worship the cow.
On top of that, they'd be like, well, go on. Like, this is what you guys are. Right? Savage.
Right? A roti, they want to eat. Give them some roti and something.
Go eat some of this. Go eat some of the roti that we gave you. Because we got it from them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the whole roti, that's their shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So.
We have our own version.
Yeah.
But like, as far as West Indian people or Caribbean people, but you know that's their shit.
But the curry's different. Our curry's different.
Definitely.
You know,
but they're the originator of the shit, and we put our own spin on it.
Yeah, but our curry's better. It's more tropical. Like, it's more nicer and more.
That's subjective.
No, it is. It's more pleasantly able to be eaten and consumed. It doesn't matter.
There's some white girl or Ranjit or somebody who's saying different. They're like, nah, my curry slap way more than all y'all.
His green curry,
Trini curry or whatever.
His green curry.
Yeah, and there might be some white chick or white dude or Chinese guy who thinks the same. It's all subjective.
Red curry.
Remember, we West Indians, so we always gonna be like, our shit the best.
Yeah, it is. I love their rice. I love their tandoori chickens.
Don't get me wrong. I agree. Right? I'm gonna go to the Trini restaurant and
the pakora chicken. Like, they got shit. They got some good shit going on.
But I won't
tikka restaurants with
you. I'm not gonna get mad at the person who's like, no, masala chicken's way better than what y'all doing over there. Like, okay,
no, but that's their jerk chicken, you know.
Yeah,
that's like their jerk chicken.
Yeah.
They're tandoori.
Yeah, listen, fam. I still, as a Bajan man, I'm probably going to the jerk chicken spot still. Yeah. But I ain't mad at the guy who's going to the tandoori spot. No. You know what I'm saying? No. We could all get along.
But now think about the person who's who's a real coolie. Like, you know what I mean?
Their kitchen slaps, bro.
I don't know. How do they feel like, they
you mean in that whole black and brown beef?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, which side?
I have some cousins that are coolie the Ras boy.
Yeah. And they're on our side, but then technically we're kind of distant. So they're like, yo, fam.
I call them a 2-for-1. Make two of them to make one black man.
No, but like they're with us on the Caribbean side or on the black side.
Yeah,
right?
But then you go Guyana and those places, they warn each other.
Yeah.
You go to Guyana, the black man's warring with the coolie man.
And they're not black. They celebrate Indian heritage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they might probably low-key feel dissed. Like, you don't like Indian people now? Like, fam, I thought we got along. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't. There's a big thing. There's like a big war. You have to look up these documentaries on that. Yeah. On that stuff in like Trinidad and in Guyana and those places. Like,
we can go deep on that, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Man, them need to smarten up though. Still get together, get down, bro. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would rather see us just stop that type of like negativity towards another culture because we were once there.
Yeah.
And the fact that now it's being thrown onto another culture, we should not sit there and be like, oh yes, finally our hands
got it off of us.
No, fam. That's even a bigger okey doke. Like they're gonna come spin around on all of us. Like they're gonna gang up on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
salute to the brown people.
Yeah, salute, man. I all my Punjabs and my Hindustans, man. What you mean, dog?
Yeah.
Don't be no voodoo.
Let's wrap it up, man. We almost got a nice 3-hour episode here today, man.
What you mean, dog?
Welcome back, brother.
You know how I do, guy. Came over here to pod, B.
We love hip hop.